Well, hello everyone. How are we all doing tonight? Anyone out there yet? I'm just getting set up here for another improv stream. And hey, there I am. How are we all doing tonight? If anyone's out there in the chat, let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that things are all working right, because I don't wear headphones when I'm streaming. It's just, that's my deal. As with always, with the improv streams, I'm trying something new again. I'm not doing 1080p because last time I kept getting all these errors and warnings and things like that. So I think the stream actually ended up going pretty well, but there was any point in time where it could have just crashed. Hey, Jimmy Faye, welcome to the stream. So I'm trying low latency here, and it does not appear, yeah, there's still a significant delay. Maybe next time I'll try ultra low latency. I'm just trying to get this set up a bit more. So I'm reading through the manual for Herdy Gerdy, and I say that name, it makes me laugh just because what is this game supposed to be? I saw this at a retro game store, $1.99, and I thought to myself, it's a PS2 game, it's by Core Design, who I've heard of, and there's just, I think I looked up some information on the game, and it just appears to me this is either a bad game, truly and honestly, or it is just a mediocre platformer that was, in the early 2000s, they were going by the wayside. People would immediately dismiss the game because it's like, oh, it's a standard 2D platform or 3D platformer, and camera controls are all messed up. I've seen it all for that. This actually came out in Europe first because it was by Core Design. The last Core Design game I played on stream was probably BC Racers for the 32X. So same people published this game. Also interesting is that Eidos Interactive also published this game, and I think they were more known for, I'm trying to think, Tomb Raider, I want to say. And Eidos is no longer around. They're not their own company, by the way, anymore. I think they were bought by Square Enix because they do the Tomb Raider stuff now. I'm reading through just some of the history of this game and all that stuff. It's just fascinating to me. By the way, how about these lengthy load times between when it cycles through the title screen? Oh my gosh. Just the things we had to put up with back in the day. That doesn't seem like that long ago. This game is 18 years old. Oh yeah, I like on the back here. I should cover up the phone numbers. I just like the, oops, there we go. Need a hurdy-gurdy hint. I think this game, what it actually is, if it is what I think it is, and why I think it's more mediocre than bad, is that I think it's supposed to be kind of intentionally frustrating with puzzles. And I've noticed that a lot with games developed in the UK around this time period, or at least at the edge of this time period. They put puzzles in the game that I'm like, who is supposed to figure that out without going to a guide? So, if you guys are there and you guys are having fun tonight, let me know what you're doing. Let me know how you guys are doing. Everyone's staying healthy. What games you guys are playing lately. Have you ever heard of Herdy Gerdy? Probably not. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at the intro screen here. We got all the letters and everything are dancing around. Gosh, this is the early 2000s kind of weird thing. Oh yeah, by the way, did you guys notice? Been following me for a while. I'm wearing the Sega shirt that I was conflicted on buying. I like it. I really do. I just hope it doesn't offend. So I'm just looking at, okay, controls. I need to figure out. Okay, so the only thing I can control is whether or not the I don't think the analog light works on this controller anymore. That's all I can control about audio. Sound mode is stereo. It's probably stereo or mono. Is there a surround sound option? There is. I don't have surround sound. And that's the only thing that doesn't actually go to mono. The 2000s were a weird time. It's the extras. Yeah, I don't have anything left. To me, this game is probably meant to compete with something like... Hey, Savage Duck, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight, man? What is this game? Yes. That is the question I'm trying to figure out. I think it's supposed to be... I actually don't know. I bought it for $1.99 yesterday. I thought, I want to try this game out. I think it's supposed to be like a Banjo-Kazooie type rip-off game. But it's by Core Design, published by Eidos back in the day. Doing good? That's good. I don't know what the weather's like where you're at, but it was hot today. We had a heat index of over 105 today. It's finally starting to cool down just a tad bit. Let's see what the heat index is right now. The real temp is 90 degrees right now. How much is that in Celsius? It's 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is. It feels like 100, so yes, it's finally starting to go down. If I had to guess, somewhere around 40 degrees Celsius. Hey, Italian, welcome to the stream. You are watching me from Red Robin? That is nice. I actually wish I was at Red Robin today. I could have used a burger. I have not been there since before the whole shutdown, stay-at-home order stuff. I've been ignoring, by the way, this opening cutscene. I've never played this game before. I paid $1.99 for it, and the game Herdy Gerdy really just surprised me. Oh, look at that. Animated cow there. Look at that choppy frame rate. Never even heard of this game, neither had I. I just like the name Herdy Gerdy made me laugh, so I decided to try it.
Dad, wake up, we're late. Dad! 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 Dad, come on, wake up.
Look at that animation style. By the way, is this a rare game or is it just uncommon? I don't think it's uncommon. It's not very well reviewed. It is, but I want to know. My goal for this game is it just a mediocre platformer or is it truly bad? Yeah, I think it's just uncommon. I don't think it's rare at all. I never actually looked up to see what this is supposed to be on price charting. Did I get this game for a steal? Nope. Well, I got it for a little bit less. So it retails for $7 online right now. I bought it for $1.99 at a retro game store in my area. Never seen it before, and the name made me laugh. It sells pretty frequently online. Okay, and some people are listing this as rare, but it's not. It might be. Oh, I'm up. Look at that. So I definitely feel like that there's a... Okay. Okay, I have to use the analog stick because these buttons are doing something else. Those are shutting up the map. That's center camera. Okay. And look at how that chugs through the frame rate. I don't have any other controller than jump at the moment. Can I talk to someone?
Hey there, Gerdy. You ready for the tournament yet? You know, someday I'm gonna be a great shepherd. I penned all these dupes by myself, and I'm only 12. I bet when I'm as old as your dad, I'll be the greatest shepherd that ever lived. Hey, where is he? He's cutting things a bit fine, isn't he?
I can't wake him up. He won't get up.
Jeez, didn't I just tell you I was only 12? You're gonna need some old folk to help you out with this one. Go to the village and speak to Grandma. They don't come much older than that one. I tell you, I don't think she's ever moved from that chair of hers. I bet she's been there since the elders. Okay. Here's the quickest route to the village. See that green arrow over there?
Oh. Okay, hang on. I'm reading the guide as we're going through here and trying to do this. Let's see here. Art style looks like Disney's Tarzan. Yeah, I agree with you, Savage Duck. Definitely. I think so many games got lost. There's not a fair chance to get a popular opinion. Yes, that's why I'm trying this game out. I saw it and I'm like, Herdy Gerdy. There's no sequels. This is the only game they ever made of it. Didn't sell well. And it's a 3D platformer, obviously. You could tell it's supposed to be... Like I said, I think they're going for the Disney style mixed with Rare at the time, because Rare was making a whole bunch of these. And I think Sony was probably like, oh yeah, we want more of this stuff for the PlayStation too. It's made by Core Design, so also in the UK. And I can't remember, I think some people who jumped ship on Rare before they got sold to Microsoft probably ended up at Core Design. Yeah, the Army Men series. Oh, the Army Men series. I haven't thought about that in years of time. Nice one. I don't know if I have any of them, actually. I used to rent those back in the day, but I don't think I ever owned one. Hate it when people list common games as rare collector's items. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. It says rare collector's item, but that one, the one that said rare that I looked at, sold for $6.99. So at least they're pricing it accurately. They're just saying it's rare to make it sell better, I guess. Imagine this game ends up being Conker's Bad Fur Day. Probably not. I'm hoping not anyway. It's rated E for everyone. So, probably going to be like that style of game without the juvenile humor. I'm thinking. No. I was trying to remember what the question was.
Are you blind? Look, it's right there. Okay. Here's the quickest route to the village. See that green arrow over there? Okay then. Head over to that spot and you'll meet the gypsy. She's almost as old as Grandma.
Oh,
Did you make that
snap.
map appear?
You can do that at any time using your map button.
Okay, I figured that out. I did see here, the controls aren't delayed, but they don't feel as polished as later games. So far. Again, you can tell this is back in the day, like, you know how sometimes you get the option to use the analog stick or the directional pad to move around? Well, I found out you can't do anything. You can't customize anything in this game. You have to use the controls the way they're laid out. What's that? I don't know what my action button is. At least I figured out what my camera center thing is. So he's still there. I'm supposed to go to town. I can leave the map up there, which is good. Alright, so I see a word of warning in the guide as soon as I start this out. It says, once I leave an area... Oh, before I have a serious attempt at level 1, they recommend that I have a look around at the placements of traps, pens, the layout, what goes underground, what goes overground when exploring the level, because if I leave this area and it loads the next one, everything will be reset. My coins or bells, creatures, everything. And it says this can be annoying, so make sure you want to move on. You can enter areas like Mountain Pass. Okay. The real beauty of Herdy Gerdy is that most levels are pretty open, and how you complete them in the following walkthrough. I have given ways that have worked best for them. Alright, yeah, this is just somebody who wrote a guide back in 2002 is what I'm following. Imagine this game's in it. We already read that. It still made me laugh when I read it again. If anyone wants a challenge, play Rocket Knight Adventures. Oh yeah, definitely. These guys are ventriloquists. Yeah. So it said the green arrows, but I don't... Okay, I see where I'm supposed to go. This is my objective marker, I guess.
Aren't I great? I got all these dupes in here by myself.
Yeah. Okay, so the circle is the action button, and it looks like I'm supposed to head down this path. Context. Oh. That's graphic. One of my friends obviously doesn't know that I'm streaming. Okay, I can't swim. Or can I? do something there. How can I cross the river? Yes. Okay. Kinda. Okay, there's a bridge over here. Can't talk to the cows. Okay, I do have control of the camera, which is nice. Here's where I'm supposed to go first. Can I open the door? And, oops. Okay, you guys see what the camera's doing to me? I did hear it has a very frustrating camera. I can't move the camera up and down, but I can move it closer, backward, and left and right. What does this do? That still kills me, okay. silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Alright. Definitely want to zoom out. It feels like I'm supposed to be able to go in here. Look at how awkward the guy is. Okay. That's the map. Somehow, oh, I crossed the river. So now I can probably go where I'm supposed to. Just learning how to do this. I'm picking up bells. I don't know what these are for yet. I'm walking through the pens. Can't go through that way. I'm gonna say sometimes I can jump over the fences. Sometimes I can't. I have no idea I would fall down then. Well, couldn't do that. Am I supposed to ride a cow? Hope we got more bells. This is where I started out. I just made a complete circle, didn't even realize it. So what'd I miss?
Aren't I great? I got all these dupes in here by myself.
I'm gonna watch this again because I'm not sure what is going on. Oh, that's all he says? He doesn't remind me of what I'm supposed to do? 7th gen games have annoying cameras sometimes? Absolutely. That stop running animation seems very jarring. A little bit. He's like he's trying to skid. Don't worry, if this game ends up being a bust too, because I've never played it before, I will switch to a different game. Alright, so it says, we started out here, if you missed the beginning, it says your dad is fast asleep, so it's time to find some help. First walk to the kid, which I did. He'll tell you to talk to Grandma in the next village. You can get there by looking at the map. The green circle with an arrow marks the way to the next area. Now I tried going there, and I was... Oh, okay. I was going the wrong way. I was gonna say, it's just maybe just starting out from the beginning. Those bells led me to someplace I didn't want to go. That takes me over the river and up here. Okay.
Hello there.
There's Grandma.
Oh, what's your name then?
It's Gerdy. Could you take me to the village? I need to speak to Grandma. It's urgent.
Well, let me say, now, when
You noticed it,
leave
Savage
an
Duck?
area, simply find me, and if you've heard
I like this
enough
shirt.
creatures for me to take you to the next area, I'll be happy to do so. However, if you don't have enough, I'm afraid I can't let you through. Sometimes I'll be hidden in the level, so keep an eye out for me. Right, let's go.
Okay. But see, like that transition reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie. Herdy is Gerdy's long-lost troll cousin. So I don't know what that means. Because I don't know if that's a reference to the game or if that's a reference to something else. Before you move on though, get used to the controls, which I did. Oh, there was 100 bells? I only got like 30 of them. Okay. Do I want to save your progress? Yes, because I'm not doing that again. By the way, I have a... I don't know if it'll say it. Nope, it does not. I have a 128 megabyte card that's keeping all my game saves. So this has most of my game saves that I still have saved since the beginning of time. Let's do this. What you doing? Oh, that wasn't Grandma. Said talk to the gypsy. So our Meadow Village needed for 100 bells. The swimming costume task. Beats. I have no idea how to say that name. For a 5-minute record. So they're tasks. Herd droops for Sarah to get magic boots. So it's kind of like a puzzle 3D platformer. I'm thinking. I said I read the back of the game and it didn't really tell me much. These are long loading things, by the way. Welcome to a world unlike any you've seen before, a world where animals have thoughts, feelings, personalities that you must learn to understand and influence. A world where working a food chain is in order and you're in the middle of it. That's all it says. The only thing that got me to it was just the box art and the name Herdy Gerdy. Hey, Meadow Village.
Whoa there, fella! What's the rush?
See, and this is...
I gotta find
This reminds me of
My dad won't wake
Banjo-Kazooie a little bit.
Oh,
In terms of
sounds
design, not in
serious.
terms of
Maybe
quality.
I can be of some help. I know everything there is to know about this island.
You're guessing the game's
Okay then.
plot.
Now,
That could be a Savage
let's
Deck, you
see
may be right.
what we got here. Now, you see that cottage over there? No, the other one. Yes, the one with the smoke coming out of the chimney. Well, that's Grandma's cottage.
Thank you. I've got to go see her right away.
You're welcome, young lad.
It does
Maybe
seem
I'll
like they're
see you
mouthing
around.
Japanese. Is that the guy from Banjo? Bottles? Is that his name? So I need the map. They said a good thing about this game is that it's very open world, so there's places for you to go. There's a bunny. Okay. Little bunny wabbit. The art design is very, very unique, like cell animated almost. This seems like a game that maybe they started developing for the Dreamcast back in the day.
Hey,
And when that fell through, maybe it came to the PS2.
Hi there.
This is Meadow Village, full of really nice people to talk to.
But I'm not sure how.
Notice all the British voices.
Just go over to them and press the circle button. Try tell me if you want.
I'm very intrigued.
Hey,
Intriguing.
Daddy, wanna come play?
Maybe later.
So is that the one I'm supposed to beat in a foot race later? So there are lots of people to talk here. The important ones are Grandma and the man by the field of cows, marked by yellow stars and red circles. Go talk to him first. And if you got the cowbell in the last level, he'll unlock secret number 1 for you, the extras menu. Check it out when you quit the game. Alright, so there's a guy sitting next to cows I'm supposed to talk to. Which is funny because they don't really tell you anything.
Hi there.
Oh, hello. I sometimes come here to get some milk from Grandma.
Does it seem like the audio quality is a little low?
My dad's waiting back in the
Because this
valley.
is on a DVD, this is on
Oh,
PlayStation 2, and it
you're from the
sounds
valley?
like I'm playing it on
I've heard that there
N64
are
from
lots of
audio
creatures
quality
there this time of
standpoints.
Yes, there are. It's nice when they all come back after hibernation. It can get a little noisy though. That's when I like to go to the daisy patch. It's so peaceful there. I can just sit and let the day pass by.
I'd better be
She's,
going.
her mouth's not even moving at all.
Bye!
Kid,
What you doing?
sometimes it's best to just sit back and think. Watch the clouds go by. Listen to the birds. Huh.
This guy's
Stranger
creepy.
things just come to you.
Stranger danger.
Think.
I need an adult. That's not the guy from Banjo. Keep going back and reading the same comments again. I keep forgetting about it, and I keep laughing at the same ones. That's the way I just came. There's a couple times where I keep getting turned around in the game. I'm not sure which way to go. So there's Granny. I'm supposed to talk to a guy in a field first, according to the guide. But I don't remember getting a cowbell in the last level because the guy didn't tell me to get one. Let's see what happens.
Whoa, eh?
Sorry, I started skipping it.
Do you want to know my secret? Well, okay, here it is. I keep them as happy as I can. The happier they are, the better their milk tastes. What you
That
do
sounds like an ad for California milk.
like a kid who likes adventure.
This game is deep. Yeah.
I'll let you into a little secret. There are 100 bells on each level. If you manage to find all
Hey, that's fine, Mackenzie. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for stopping in. For at least for a little bit. Still stuck at work, huh? Yeah, that's fine. It's Sunday night for me, so I'm off work. I have to work tomorrow. This is a random stream anyway. I didn't do any notice that I was doing this.
If you get me some of those special bells, I'll open up some extras on the main menu, telling you all about how a game is put together. How about it?
Okay, so the extras are behind the scenes footage. I should look those up after this is over, just to see what they are.
Special bells. I want first refusal. Good luck, kid.
Yeah, I didn't get the since I didn't get the bell in the first level, that was kind of pointless. Here's where that camera could get annoying.
Grandma!
Look at that art style.
Who's that? Where are you?
It's me. It's me, Grandma.
Gertie? Is that you? Oh, I can't see.
Dementia is not a
without
joke.
My glasses. Just wait one moment.
Am I still planning a stream on Tuesday? Yes. And I've got I think I got one more week after that, and then I'm going to take a little break.
Much better.
So, from the Tuesday streams. So I got this week and next week, and then maybe I'll do something special on that week, just
My
because
dad. He's
it'll be the last time I can stream for a little while.
Oh dear. That's not good at all.
What should I do?
Quickly. You must
So right now, like I said, some of the criticisms I've read of this game.
at the clearing over there.
Let me see. Let's go to
Follow
Metacritic.
the sound of the woodpeckers.
I think that's where I
as
saw.
you
I
get
think
lost.
that's where I saw some of the games on
Now
here.
hurry. There's not a minute to lose.
Sounds good. We'll see you on Tuesday as well. Thanks, Mackenzie, for stopping in. Herdy Gerdy. Still makes me laugh. So it has about 70 or 69 out of 100. So, but here's the thing, like the critic scores are more kind than the viewer scores. But the most critical score from Gaming Age called this game an exercise in boredom and frustration. I'm getting them on the boredom, but again, I don't think I was the age group this game was intended for. Somebody put, and this was back in 2002 when this game first came out, but it says 0 2 users found this review helpful. Someone said this game sucks balls. The reviews of this game are so off, it's pathetic. The frame rate is horrible, video is blocky, the control is bad, the AI is fake. Well, the AI is always fake, isn't it? Yeah. Herdy Gerdy's name is okay. That's all. That's what one person put was good about this game. Going camping starting Tuesday. Are you, Savage? Good. Where are you heading out to? Are you going to like a lake or something like that, or are you just going out of town? Since I don't know if you're in a rural or urban environment, I don't know what camping means. Does that mean tent camping, RV camping? Alright, hang on a second. I gotta catch up what I'm supposed to do. she'll tell you that you need to talk to... I can't say that name. Yodragzel? Edragzel? So head up towards the circular red arrow. It takes you to the next side of the next area. So I'll talk to those two people. Alright, I already talked to him. I think I'm just supposed to go back. Isn't that the girl I talked to first? Who wanted to play with me and yet not right now?
Oh, I wish someone would give me a push. Oh,
Okay. It doesn't appear that I can. Again, I don't have much for action buttons, so... Red circle, I think it said? Whew. Okay, that's hard to manage. I was holding down the triangle button and still trying to walk. So it appears I just follow the road. Follow the gray brick road. Okay, this is where I'm heading. Oops. It's hard to walk in a straight line. Okay, red arrow.
Shall I leave this area?
Do I need to? Did I do something wrong? So you need to head up towards the red circular arrow with the red arrow. This takes you into a side area. Okay, so yes. I will say that is not very apparent. Trailer camping, okay. Right on, right on. You be doing fishing, kayaking, or just hanging out? Playing your Nintendo Switch? Which is what I did the last time we did any camping.
Come in. You're late enough already.
So right now I do kind of agree the only thing that's been entertaining about this game is the name.
Now, up the stairs, we have much to discuss.
I'm getting all hurdy-gurdied out. Just getting out of the house for a while. Oh, absolutely. That's one of the best times of camping. Just no plan. Just head out, relax out in the
Please.
open,
Please.
fresh air.
This book contains the history of this island since its
Everything's a bit, the colors are a bit washed out too. It may appear like that because of my capture device, but
I would like to
things do not look as crisp
oldest
on here.
the story of creation.
I guess once we see another game on here, that'll help show what this is supposed to be looking like.
They were the creators of all we see around us today. They created the essence of life itself and placed it into a single seed. The legendary first acorn.
That's what gives Sador his power.
I see you've heard this tale before.
My dad used to tell it to me when I was younger.
And you would like to hear him tell it to you again.
Yes, but he's sleeping and I can't wake him up.
Yes. You see, Sadov
This guy's hard for me to hear.
acorn in the tournament, so he
What happened to the
placed a
subtitles?
spell upon the one who might defeat him.
Dad?
Yes.
But how can I wake him?
There is a way.
What?
You
Hey, Retro Gamer, welcome to the
must
stream.
take his place. You
How you doing tonight?
must defeat Sadov.
But I'm just a boy. What can I do?
That is what we shall see. Now come along. Right. I'm going to teach you the basics of herding. Now, you see this wooden thing? It's called a pen. And you see these little critters? They're called dupes. Now, the idea is simple. You must round up the dupes and get them into the pen.
But how do I get them into the pen?
To herd dupes, simply run at them. They are quite scared creatures and will try and run away. Use this to move them around. Now get the dupes and bring them to the pen. Do it quick enough and I'll give you a special reward.
Okay. Those are bells. How do I grab them? No idea what to do.
How about another go?
By the way, I haven't felt any vibration on the controller either. Alright, hang on. I need to look at, once it's done, they'll give you the herding stick. This is a handy tool. Now that you're oh, hang on a second. It's your first time herding. 5 is very generous. Careful around with the dupes of 15. Don't rush it. Don't rush at them or they will scatter. Carefully trot around them when they're all bunched up together. Slowly walk them towards the pen. So there is no control, so I just can't run. Okay. Where's... Okay. Nope. So I'm supposed to get behind them and run full speed, I guess. Oh, never mind. They're right here. Okay, so I was confused. It's like these chickens. Oh, what in the world? How did I get ahead of them? Why? Okay, so I guess first I need to learn what in the world I'm doing. Okay. Back to getting all 15 of them. then all of a sudden they'll start walking back towards me. Okay, there's a camera glitch. First one today. There we go. There we go. Okay. That was frustrating and boring.
There you go. That wasn't too difficult, was it? I see the beginnings of a great shepherd in
Okay,
you.
Savage, thanks.
This here.
Thanks for stopping
should
by.
help
Hopefully we'll see you
along
later.
the way.
Where did I get the idea to
Is
do
a
this?
shepherd's instrument.
I
Its
bought
musical
this at a
bells
retro
can
game store
calm many
yesterday.
a creature. It would be
And I
essential
thought to
you
myself,
if you are to defeat.
I've never heard of
Satan.
it. The name intrigues me.
But I
I need to
don't
know
know
if this
if I can
game is
even
good,
reach the tournament.
bad, or underrated,
You must.
overrated.
Or your father shall forever be under Sadov's power, and the island will
I will say
suffer
it could
an
use
even
more
greater
direction.
fate.
Because I had no idea how to do any of that stuff without the
You
guide.
must defeat Sadov and return the power of the acorn to the island where it belongs.
Hey Julius, welcome to the stream.
Look
Are you
enough
saying move on to the
around
next
the way.
game, or is this
And
one, or is
good luck.
or you want to play this next? So there's the Herdy part of the Gerdy. Oh, we got a loading screen. Next game, yeah. I think I'm right there with you. Can I save? I need to get to a point where I can save my progress, and then I'll head on to the next one. How's that? The other games are there's another one I got at a retro game store, and then a couple other ones that I just like playing at any point in time. So they're all PlayStation 2 games tonight. Ooh, that map. So there's supposedly 100 of these bells that I'm supposed to grab in each level. Sorry, I realize the volume's up again. Let me turn that down. The volume of this game is a little bit all over the place. I feel like that if they, it's one of those things where I'm like, if they just would have spent a little bit more time to polish the game out a little bit, I think this game could have been better. But yeah, like I said, like the jumping controls are kind of awkward, the frame rate's low at times, and this game definitely could have benefited from having advantages of later parts of this console's life. Oh, here we go. That's the way out. Hey, here's Bottles again.
Hey there, nice to see you again. Wow, is that a herding stick you've got there? Hey, you must be some kind of herder to have one of those.
Told you it's the Herdy part of the Gerdy.
Well, actually, I haven't used it yet.
What? You've got to be kidding me. You've got a herding stick and you haven't used it yet?
Did I finish the Apple
We
computer?
gotta sort that one out.
Kind of.
Okay,
I got
let
stuck
me
because I can't do a 3D
see.
print job that I need for that screen.
There.
But as soon as I
See
get that
these
done, it's
dupes?
pretty well
Place the
done.
stick down on that
Yeah, I
patch
got
of
the
grass there.
emulation set
Then all
back
you
up on
gotta
it
do is herd
on
them
my
here,
Raspberry
and
Pi.
they'll automatically
I need to
go
get
the
another
milk
Raspberry
to
Pi
me.
so I can just keep it in
Easy.
there. Right now, the one that I use in
okay.
there is the same one I use for emulating some of my streams. So, I missed all that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next, but I'm just trying to get to a place where I can save.
Shall I leave this area?
Yep. And then I'm going to exit the other level, and then hopefully they'll let me save and we'll move on to another one. So yes, it is almost finished. The only thing I need to get done on it is get that screen mount bracket 3D designed and 3D printed. I'll probably do a video when I do that. I'm a good ways away from actually doing reviews on computers, since I don't have very many retro computers, so yep, that'll be something I'll have to pick up some other time. Interesting, you have a PS2, but only have one PS2 game, the rest of them are PS1 titles. Gonna leave it, come back soon. Okay, Retro Gamer, if you're still around, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you a little bit later, when I'm playing a better game, hopefully. Yeah, this game is just, it's not necessarily inherently bad, it's just mediocre, uninteresting. There's a huge orange hue on everything that unfortunately seemed to plague a whole bunch of games back in this time frame. But yeah, this definitely reminds me of Those old 2D platformers of back in the day. And here's the thing too, where it said don't. Oops, let me see options. I don't want to restart the level, that's for sure. I need to. It'd be great if you could just save whenever. But that's
Hey, kid, come over here.
Oh no. Oh no. That doesn't
Have
sound
you
good
tried
at all.
looking around yet? It helps to look at things from a different point of view every now and again. You should try it, you know. Look, it's
Alright,
simple.
apparently I need to finish this level
If you
first.
want to
So.
look around, just click down on the left analog stick.
Yep, I'm just gonna skip.
There's a cloak, a stand, and a...
Oh, I like that. It's like they knew the camera was going to be an issue with this game. Yeah, there we go. Close. Far away. I like the far away view. Look at that. Oh, that's heavenly compared to what I was dealing with before, but those trees still get in the way. So I gotta talk to Granny.
Oh, hell.
Hello again. You
Yep.
seen? Yep.
Oh, he is very wise, you know. There aren't many as old and wise as he is, you know. Oh, I know some of these youngsters think that I'm as old as this very island. But to be quite truthful, I'm actually quite young.
Huh?
Oh,
I had the feeling I would play this game too, off stream more. Oops. Does that reset my camera view every time I talk to someone? That's a little annoying. Oops. Got more bells. And again, it's kind of hard. Every time you move, the camera starts trying to guess which direction you're going to go and face the camera forward. So yes, that also... But that's back in a time when every game had that issue. Oh, look at that. No way to see through the trees, so I need to zoom in closer. I like that view, but man. Man, oh man. I'm supposed to go to that swing. Where's that at? Says there's something there that's supposed to be blinking. There she is. Was that her?
Maybe I'll...
Oh, I'm so turned around now, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. There's the guy on the wall. I remember... There's Granny. I didn't talk to her the first time. But she should be... The lady I'm looking for should be right around here. On a swing. Yeah, there we go. Missed it.
Oh,
Nope. Where am I supposed to go? Check your map for a red dot. You'll find a pair of magic boots on the bridge over a pool. They come very handy. Now it's time to move on to the main area. Mole will pop up and explain. I could just save and get out of here. Is this the way in? Is that the gypsy lady? Okay.
would you like...
Yes, I would. There we go. Can I save? I think it's as long as I can save, I can do that. So you're going to a friend's cottage and you're going to try to convince your dad to bring a small CRT and your Sega Genesis with games to the cottage. Hey, that would not be a bad weekend either. Hey OXO, welcome to the stream. There we go. Yes, I want to save. This is quite a surprise for a Sunday. I bought this game yesterday at a retro game store, and I really thought to myself, I liked the name, it sounded funny, and the concept seemed... I had no idea what this game was supposed to be. Ha! I've been playing this game for 45 minutes. It feels like longer. Yeah, it's kind of a standard 3D platformer. geared more towards kids. Definitely does not appeal to adults at all. Let's go ahead and switch gears here and switch games. It's just an interesting... There we go. Interesting time frame to kind of look back to. That does remind me a lot of games that came out in the mid-2000s. I'm sorry, early 2000s on PlayStation 2. There were a lot of games like that. All right. Oh, this one's a blue disc. You guys want to see that here? Look at that. I didn't realize this will be another test for this system. So I plug in my PS2 Slim here. Oh, I forgot to. Anyone tell me my stream light wasn't on? All right, I'm gonna have to change the box art here. So we're done with Herdy Gerdy. It was kind of a bust. Kind of exactly what I thought it was. It was a mediocre platformer, but I mean, worst game ever invented? I'll let you guys see if that's true. This game is from Electronic Arts. This next game we're going to do here. Oh yeah, I can hear that CD drive spinning up. This game was talked about one of the last streams that I did, so I decided to go ahead and try this one out as well. Let's see what happens.
Donald!
I'm gonna let this intro play through here a little bit. I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick and I'll be right back.
Goofy! Minnie! Pluto!
Alright. Hopefully that doesn't get to a flag. I know this is Disney. So, this seems like a... I'm hoping this is more similar to like a Disney stuff. I'm sorry, to Mario Golf. Because I played that one of the last streams and someone said this looks like Disney Golf, so I decided to go ahead and try this out. I did pick this up off of eBay a little while back, because I'm a fan of these style of golf games. I like to how they have the Magic Kingdom castle there and everything. We got quick start. Immediately with the default settings. Start a game. I can't continue a game, so it looks like... Let's do quick start. Am I ready? Do I want to play as Donald? The American course, regular T? Why not? I don't think I have anything unlocked yet, so... Hey, Rick, welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed you when I went to the restroom there. Light gun shooter games? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember you guys talking about Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2 last time. Which I did talk about Lethal Enforcers 1 at least in Is the Second Minister Worth It review. Alright.
Gosh, it's like a quiet little green town. Isn't it swell? It's a wide
the volume a bit
fairway,
loud?
so you've got lots of room to hit it.
Let's turn that down a little bit. Whoops. Okay, that's weird that it doesn't follow. Okay, I was gonna say, it's weird that it doesn't follow the... There we go. So it is the arcade style of golf game. Okay. Can I mute the music?
Second stroke.
I only got pause. I can't get out of the game. I'm really thinking that this is going to get flagged if I don't turn off the music, so I'm going to turn that down. You guys may be able to hear it through my mic, but I'm going to have to turn that down so I don't get... Wind's 9 miles an hour over, so let's try that. Man, this is really watered down. But yes, this plays exactly like Mario Golf. Except for maybe a little bit easier. So it showed me where it was going to go before. Let's see. I'm using all my buttons here. Perfect. Yeah, play it safe. That's what I'm thinking. Just because it kept playing like that mouse theme is what I'll call it. I don't think I'm going to play through this whole thing because, yeah, this is very watered down from what I thought. The loading times are quick. Oh, I like the dog bone sand trap. I thought this would be like more Disney-themed holes other than, like, maybe they'd paint the grass a different color or whatever. To tell you the truth, that music would get very annoying to me very quickly. Oh, am I gonna slice it? Mickey said a great hit. Really, that's interesting, Rick. That is very interesting. I keep trying to prop my feet back and my chair keeps rolling backwards. Right in the bunker. No, in the rough though. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to be able to turn down the music. Just so it doesn't... that's the only thing I got here. Golden Tee seems better than this. Julius, I agree. It's a very watered-down version of Mario Golf, pretty much. Meant to make it easier for kids, I bet. Maybe if I think about it, maybe we'll do some Tiger Woods before the end of this. Or you know what? You know what? I'll do another hole here just because I can, and I forgot to start my capture card to record this. But I'm gonna do a couple more holes with this, and then I'm going to we'll try a different golf game. I gotta tell you, that music, it really makes me want to turn the game off right now. Okay, that's two. It is very hard to tell where that's going to go. Yeah, well, that's close. That reminds me a lot of Mario Golf on the GameCube. Oh, went way past the pin. Oh, I'm on the other side now. Oh, I would have laughed if it went in. And I can hear the game disc loading very frequently as well. I forgot this is a blue disc game, meaning not on a DVD. And it loads pretty quickly for a blue disc game. Oh, Donald's throwing a fit. Man, good thing I took this. Maybe good thing I took the sound off because we may have had to bleep out a couple of those words. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if I want to keep going with this game, but well, at least, yeah, we'll try it. I mean, we did Mario Golf. How far is this going? To the hole is 138 yards. Okay. Wind is a little... I'm putting more thought into this than the average person would with an arcade-style golf game. Right in the... Oh, not in the sand trap. I'm going to shortchange... Oh, I was going to shortchange it a little bit. Okay, par 3. Looks like I'm going to have par here. Forgot, how much RAM does the PS2 have? Cute game, yeah. It's a bit kiddie, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. The only thing I wish I would have done is mute the music. I'd like to play my own music while I'm playing this game. It does list it as fun and challenging for all ages. Oh, it uses the multi-tap. So 4 people can play this game at once. You can choose from Donald, Goofy, Minnie, and more is what it says. I probably would have picked Goofy if I had my choice, but I did the auto pick. And like I said, I didn't do any customization settings. This is the first time I've... Oh, it turned... The weather turned on a dime, just like it does in Disney World. So that's an old story. We were... I haven't been to Disney World in over 25 years. It was summer of 95. My parents decided to take us to Disney. I'm not complaining about it because I had fun, but I can't imagine my parents had much fun with it. I think their enjoyment was probably our enjoyment that we got out of it. Because it did create some lifelong memories. I learned to hate the song It's a Small World After All. And when I mean hate, I mean loathe with a passion. Mickey's telling me, look, better be careful. Looks like it will curve to the right. If anybody... Oh! Too much. Too much mustard. Which, by the way, my mom is now good shooting. Alright. The one thing I think is missing from this game is the ability to restart at any time. To restart the game, it's like I have to restart the... Oh, now it's raining. See, now I want to keep going because I want to see... It's interesting. This stuff happened in... Oh, by the way, I was interrupted in my story, or at least I interrupted myself in the story. So we were at Disney, and the weather was great. It was hot and humid. It's Florida in the middle of summer. And I'm covered in sunscreen. My brother's covered in sunscreen. Ooh, he might slice this one. Nope. Ended up working in my favor. So, we got out of the ride. I want to say it was a small one. I remember we were coming out of a cafe, and all of a sudden, it was like hurricane force winds. It was bright and sunny when we went in. When we came out, all of a sudden, yeah, they got lost in the trees. Like I said, it started downpouring, torrential hurricane strength downpouring. Yeah, I shortchanged it a little. Let's see what happens. And it was intense. I'm actually glad I did that. And that's part of the thing with that's part of the thing with Florida weather to begin with, is that it does change on a dime like that all the time. It's not a very interesting story. I just said still an alright game. Yeah. Like I said, sorry I had to mute the audio from it because it keeps playing a game that has a theme very popular from Disney, so I have to turn it down. It's a small world, but I always associate it with that. The game, like I said, the game loads pretty quickly for it being on a CD. I remember that was an issue with Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. There we go. I'll say I keep hitting it late because of that delay in that my HDMI conversion introduces. Looks like the weather's starting to turn back nice. Again, which is exactly what happened. It like downpoured for like... Oh, I like that pixel transition. It like downpoured like hurricane-style torrential winds and everything like that. Probably rained a good 2 inches in 5 minutes, and then sunny again the rest of the day. Which I didn't even hear. Disney World's open now, isn't it? Mickey Mouse Club, thank you. Yes. I was just about to say, they sang it in Full Metal Jacket. I'm hitting it as hard as I can. Because, yeah, I was going to say, it's not going to clear. Oh, there we go. Which is kind of weird. I recognize that theme more from Full Metal Jacket than I do the actual show. Just give you a glimpse into my childhood. Hey Damon, welcome to the stream if I haven't said hi to you yet. Let's go. What is my favorite PS2 golf game? Ooh, that's a good question. When I owned the PS2, because I owned it from when it first came out, 2000 to 2006, the first golf game I played around this time period was actually on Xbox, because my brother had an Xbox. He bought Tiger Woods 04, so that's probably what it is Tiger Woods 04. That was the first time I had played a Tiger Woods game. And I was hooked from that point on. I really liked the controls. Oh, that's too hard. Play Maximo. We're watching Mickey Mouse Club on TV. Oh yeah, that aired in the 80s. Yeah, I don't think I would have remembered anyone who was on it at that point in time back in the 80s, but... Okay. May have to put a little more mustard on it than usual. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Oh, it went right past. Oh, Donald let out an expletive again. Did I look for that Pena golf game for the original Wii? I remember you mentioning that, and I did say something about it to remind me after the stream, but no, I did not, because I didn't remember after the stream. But I think I looked at... Well, wait, maybe I did. Because I don't have it yet. But I think I added it to my collection to put it on the list for games to look for. Yes. Yes, I did look that up. Now that you're reminding me. Yeah, I said it was a very interesting... It was called... I thought it was called something else on the Wii, at least in this area. Because I thought it was more like a... I'd heard of that game before, and it was kind of like a... I thought it was a mobile game. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. And I didn't realize it was ever out on a console. Was that when I was playing on the PSP? When we talked about that last? I want to say it was. And I'll have more fun playing this, so you guys probably are watching it. We are going to switch to a different golf game here, and we're going to see if it's one of my favorite, because years later I found out one of my favorite mobile golf games was Hot Shots Golf. And now I think it continues in Everybody's Golf, and I got to tell you, the VR version of Everybody's Golf is probably my favorite VR game. There's some good VR games to play on there, don't get me wrong, but... Okay, I shortchanged it a little. At least it gets me on the green, but I should have moved closer to the pin. Oh, that's not bad. Which way is it going? Okay. Nikki said it'll curve to the right, but since that's a mirror angle, I was going to say, Nikki said the wrong thing. Nikki was throwing me off. Nikki wants me to fail. All right, but I am gonna stop this game at that. We got -3 on the first 3 holes. It's an incredibly easy game. This would be fun to play with your kids. That's how I'd recommend this game. If you have young kids, and I'm talking between the ages, maybe not below 5, but if you're around 6 to 8 years old, this would be a good game you would like to play with your parents or something like that, or maybe between your other friends. Like, that would be the only way I would think to keep playing this. It's a little too kiddie for my taste. It's not like Mario Golf. Mario Golf is not as kiddie as this game is, if that makes sense. Alright. I'm going to shut this off. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but man, that disc was spinning like no other. Surprised Disney never came out with a console. I don't think they really wanted to get into the hardware business. Kind of like how Disney doesn't make VCRs, but they like making movies. And then they had Disney Interactive for a while. I think that they're willing to release it for somebody else's platform, but... Oh, this game's got some scratches. Hopefully it works. This is another game I picked up yesterday. Surprisingly, like I said, I never had it, even though I enjoyed this series. Turn that sound back up. Swap out the box art here. There it is. Let's try some hot shots. The only golf game you have is the 7-800 Ninja Golf. Not a really serious golf game though. See, I'm not really serious about golfing, but I do enjoy. I don't know when I discovered that I enjoyed golf games. Probably like I liked Microsoft Golf back for Windows 95 back in the day, but I don't remember. Oh, we have to create new data because I've never played this game before. And I was trying to think. But it's just kind of like I said, the controls are simple. The graphics are usually very good, and like I said, the gameplay style is relaxing. I like relaxing style of games usually. Wow, I don't have very many letters here. Let's try. Yep, just enough for player. Let's do player 1. No Hot Shots Golf. Do you wish to create a new day? Yes. I actually forgot that where the vent is on the PlayStation Slim. By the way, the PlayStation 2 Slim is one of my favorite miniaturizations of a console. Is this loud? Probably. I had to turn it up because Disney Golf was... There we go. That sound better? It looks better on my end. I don't hear it again. Yes, I do enjoy playing some golf games. You enjoy golf games? GTA 5 had one included in the game? I don't remember that. But if that was the case, I probably would have done that the most in GTA 5 if I had known that. This is actually the second golf game. I actually just got done playing Disney Golf. Mackenzie, you missed out on it. It's an okay game, but it is very not advanced. There's no challenge to it. So let's go to options here. Okay, so the background music by default is off. Give Me Putts is on, Insta Character Select off, that's fine. Caddy is random. You know what? I know that there's some stuff that you can do. Repair divots? Really? That had to be a new feature on this game. What year did this come out? I think it came out the same year as the last game I just played. 2002, yes. That is the same year Disney Golf came out. Yeah, I don't know if my streams would be the same without one. You are correct, Mackenzie. One of the missions in GTA has you playing golf. I do not remember that at all. I played through that game when it first came out on PS3. So, golf is super relaxing to play. Never played it, the actual real game. I'll say I'm better at the video game version. I'm not very athletically gifted anyway for anything, but that's interesting. Do I want Tiffany, Johnny, or Pete? Johnny seems less power, more control. A little more power, less control. And spin, which I never use. I don't usually use the spin. Looks like I only have 2 courses out of... There are 5 courses on this game? That's pretty advanced for a PlayStation 2 game. The mini golf games in Yakuza? See, I don't remember those either. Which Yakuza? Is that any of them? I'll say if you do golf in real life, definitely do it with a friend. And do it with a friend who knows how to golf. Because that'll help teach you. Used to play hockey a lot. I always joked that if we ever got good. Yeah, we'd have to... If we ever got good in golf, we were not in the playoffs enough, yeah. Is that like a Happy Gilmore referencing, possibly? So it's interesting how many games used the same control scheme. It's triangle to zoom forward, circle to zoom back. I don't know what that's doing. Was I going to add an extra 10%? It's just... Same control scheme as Disney Golf, but...
Excellent vector.
There we go. The background music was off by default. It's probably better if I do it that way. But again, it's that cartoon style of gameplay. Wind's coming back at me. 2 miles an hour. That takes forever to get to the hole. Let's do this. I got 171 yards. 170 remaining. So I have to get slightly below it. Okay, I'm on the green, but nowhere near where I thought I would be.
That's a conceivable birdie.
Look at my caddy. Golf in GTA 5 was an optional pastime mission, wasn't required to complete the game. See, that's the thing. I probably just never discovered that. That's interesting. Hockey teams go golfing if they don't make it or get eliminated playoffs. Really? Huh, I didn't realize that. That's interesting. I'm playing this assuming it's exactly like, oh, just barely missed it. I'm playing this assuming like that it's close to what these games are today. 5.9 feet remaining. That was way too hard. Yep. There's a gimme. Bogey. How many push-ups do I have to do because I did a bogey? I couldn't do that in real life. The good news is the next game I have planned on here, at least the next one I have sitting here, is definitely going to be a different change of pace. Not as slow as a golf game. Definitely not as boring as Herdy Gerdy was. Alright, I don't know how quick the wind's coming at me. Okay. It is how many feet? 173 yards to the pin.
Most unfortunate.
Oh, where'd it go? Sand trap. Okay. Oh! Death.
Most unfortunate.
I like that. Oh, I still got up there. See, and this game has a little bit more challenge to it, but I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, see, I wish you had a one putt preview like they do in Tiger Woods. Maybe we'll do a Tiger Woods game later, but I'm not a big fan of this game. The newer ones are better. It's like they've definitely improved on them. I feel like I'm going to be speeding through these games here a little bit, but it is an improv stream, and I'm not really streaming to capture for review or anything. These are just games that I just happen to get. So anyway, that's Hot Shots Golf. I'm gonna quit it here just because I'm not really feeling this game as much, and I just played another golf game before, but I did want to see how different this game is. All right, it's a little bit different than its original. I still prefer the Tiger Woods style. Maybe we'll do a Tiger Woods game before we end up here. But we'll reset here in just a second. I'll have to find new box art. There we go. Let's go and reset. This is a bit faster paced. I played it in their GTA 5 PC from Steam. Huh, interesting. Can't believe that Grand Theft Auto 5 is, yes, I agree with you, Mackenzie, is going to be released again on PS5 and Xbox Series X. I thought they were going to do something similar to what they did the last time, because the PS3 is the Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on, and then they waited like 6 months after the PS4 came out to release it for the PS4. And they sold literally double the amount of games. Like, they sold like 20 million copies on the PlayStation 3, then they sold another 20 million copies on the PS4 about within the first year, it seemed like. They made way too much money doing that. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do in Grand Theft Auto 5, and a lot of it for me was more, I liked the car racing stuff better, like just driving around in the environment, just playing around with it. Alright, I'm going to skip the beginning of this here. So, if you guys have never seen this before, this is Crash Nitro Kart, the original. All of these tracks are in the Crash Team Racing remaster they did. That's why they call it Nitro Fueled, because it's also Crash Nitro Kart as well. think the last time I played this was probably on the Xbox, I think. I played it on stream. Maybe. Maybe it was GameCube. Let's see what my memory card says I've completed on here. Oh yeah, I didn't get very far, so. Are you sure you wish to load? Yes. At least we'll skip through the long, annoying intro that you can't skip through. Maybe I played it on PlayStation 2, I just don't remember. Oh yes, this thing's starting to get warm where the emotion chip is. As I said, I'm playing this on the PlayStation Slim. I gotta tell you, that is my favorite slimmed down version of the console, especially because it's so much smaller than the original PlayStation 2 was. Oh yes, there's force feedback. Jungle Boogie. It's been forever since I played this. Oh yeah, and you can switch your racer between races. That's something that I think the Crash Team Racing, I don't know if they got it wrong, but the ability to change your stats on there. No problem, Jimmy. Have a good night. Oh yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash. Grandparents said they had the same game at their house, but it was Nitro Kart. Oh, interesting. Also on GameCube. I remember thinking too, I was just like, this game is... It was kind of amazing to me that that nobody continued the kart racing series on the PlayStation 3. There we go. I tell people, look at how good the graphics are on here. Oh, darn it, I don't remember how to slide. Oh, I think I just remembered. Hang on. I also use the directional pad. No. There it is.
Out of my way!
Is Crash saying booyah? Oops. I forgot how to team up with someone. There is a way to do that in this game, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it is. But this game is definitely better than Herdy Gerdy. 5 boosts. Oh, my boost counter already reset. I think that's like the blue spiny shell that I just released. It's kind of weird that I get that in first place. I remember there was a lot of criticism about this game when it first came out, too. No, that is not like the blue spiny shell. I still don't have 10 Wumpa Fruit. I must have apples. There we go. There we go. Boom. Oh, let's see here. Mario Kart Double Dash and Crash Nitro Kart released the same week. That sounds right to me. I remember it was close. I remember thinking too, because one of my, I don't know if it was a friend of mine or who it was. Yeah, it was a friend of mine who had Mario Kart on Nintendo 64, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get an N64, because I'm like, oh, Mario Kart 4-player is awesome. And then we got a PlayStation, we got Crash Team Racing, and I forgot all about it. Yeah, they're called Wampa Fruit. Oh, Jimmy, you're probably speaking in the next. Probably this generation will be the last huge thing for brick and mortar stores. But like what GameStop is doing right now is they're turning into more gaming community centers than they are retailers. Meaning, like they might be hosting. That might be a good place to host like esports gigs or. Merchandising and stuff like that. They're going to turn into other retail products. So I don't know if they'll ever completely go away. But like places like Best Buy, that would be a good opportunity to keep them in business. Nope, I can't get there yet. I realized it as soon as I started pulling ahead. How do I get the map back? Okay, I thought I was too zoomed in. So that's the race I just did, isn't it? Nope. Tiny Temple. Yeah, I just always by default pick Crash. So yeah, I'm not quite sure online shopping will always be there. But again, too, just like with the PlayStation 5 still having a disc drive, they got to keep in mind, for people who game, you need to be able to game offline. Because like I said, in my area, I know a lot of people around me, and all the small towns around me, we are ourselves a small town, they don't have reliable internet access to be able to download. Some people have 30 gigabyte a month data caps. I'm not joking about that. Just because the internet out there, it's like 1.5 megabits a second. It's like back in the old T1 and dial-up days. So in my area, I see the need for physical media still continuing. That's why I said in my area, you can still go to a physical video rental store to rent DVDs and Blu-rays. Because in our area, streaming media is just not always an option. Oh, come on. Got hit there, sir. So that's what I'm saying, and that was an issue that Microsoft ran into when they initially announced that the Xbox One was going to be completely medialess. It was going to require you to get on the internet, and there are some places that just they can't meet that obligation. And I think it's areas like your urban areas like Chicago, New York. If you live around the metropolis, you don't notice that. I really wish I could remember how to team up. I always use my shields offensively instead of defensively. If I'm next to someone, I'll slam into them. Of course. Ah! I knew I was going to get hit. There we go. I do remember the more boosts you get in a row, you're supposed to be able to get some sort of power-up. Yeah, the physics when you go through there is always off. Yeah, that must be my teammate. That's interesting. It won't even play the animation of you getting Wampa Fruit if you already have maximum Wampa Fruit. I feel like there's some things missing. Like I can't see where everyone's at on the track. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. There was something missing in the overworld menu, like a little map to show where you're at. I don't remember that missing before. There we go. This is back when I still enjoyed Crash Bandicoot games on PlayStation 2. I liked The Wrath of Cortex, even though I agree it didn't age as well. And I really liked this game. Twin Sanity, I never bought it, but I rented it, and I was so disappointed I never, ever thought about playing it again. Until I did live stream it, and that's the farthest I've gotten through the game. It's just so broken, so unfinished, in my opinion anyway. Really think esports can go someplace. You know, these cheesy Vegas tournaments, yeah. Actually, in my area, they host, local college around here hosts esports tournaments. It's the only one in our area that does. And I'm talking the next closest area is probably up near Chicago. We're 2.5 hours south. So, yeah. I think there's going to be more of those. I see community colleges and local colleges building their own arenas for that kind of stuff. And what GameStop will do is they can host events, they can host merchandising, they can provide services. I mean, I see that being where the money is in the future rather than just selling games. And of course, they can always sell the codes to download the games, right? So even if it's not physical media, maybe they will never completely go away because of that. Is this Mario Kart, Julius? No, this is Crash Nitro Kart, but yes, it is also Mario Kart. They definitely ripped some things off from them. Crash Team Racing did a few things better, though. And I think there was a little bit of trade back and forth. They ripped off a lot of what, Diddy Kong, not Diddy Kong, yeah, Diddy Kong Racing is really what they ripped off more of. And I think Mario Kart Double Dash kind of stole some of that. Mario Kart Wii definitely did as well. For digital copies, because your internet speeds can get really slow. Companies in big cities, yep. Oh yes, exactly. On the tree and not the forest, yes. Coverage is better than bandwidth. Yes, I definitely get that. And I get that impression. Do I have the RCA Studio 2? No, I don't. I want to get one of those Sears televideo systems for Pong. That'll probably be... That would be like one of the pinnacles of my collection, next to an original Magnavox Odyssey. But no, I don't have it. The oldest system I have, I'd really like to get the Fairchild Channel F too. That's on my bucket list of systems to collect. But well, let me think here. But yeah, that Sears Telegames Pong system unit, I would like a cutscene, sure. And yes, let's save. So yeah. Definitely told your dad to open a game store and he said brick and mortar is dead. Yeah, I kind of agree. Right now would not be the best time to open one. If you did, you would have to sell other things other than just media. So where am I supposed to go? So I would really like to get... Did they seriously forget to put a map on the home screen? I'm pressing every which button I can on here. Here we go. So here's the first Terra Championship. Yeah, I guess I should put that out there. What is the oldest system, everyone who's watching on there who's been on the chat, what is the oldest system you guys own? My oldest is the Atari 2600. I'm trying to think. Yes, that is definitely the oldest one I have. I do not own an original Apple II, otherwise it'd be the Apple II. Because that predates, I think, by a few months. Summer of 77, or I'm sorry, winter of 77 or winter of 78 is when the VCS came out. Oh, I didn't get my boost. Trying. Really hope. I was gonna say, really hope that's all they give me is masks. Non-homing missiles. That does me no good. Alright. I'm not doing too good here. I may have to redo this race. How far behind am I? I'm really far behind. That's why I'm usually... Oh, there we go.
Come to me! I will stop giving you easy time now.
As long as I stay ahead of them. Good. Yes, he keeps saying booyah. Is that like specifically a 90s expression that people used to say? Booyah? Because I haven't heard anyone use that consistently since the 90s. Oh no, I hit my own. No! Why did it turn me around? What happened? Oh, that is infuriating. I don't know why it started turning me the other direction. Booyah and Splatoon, really? In television? Okay. Oldest system you have is the 7800. Okay, Jimmy. Let's see what out here. Some devs realized that the green shell is still good because it bounces. Yeah. Magnavox actually invented Pong. They held a demo and Char stole it. Well, in a sense, yes, they invented a tennis game, and Pong was... It's kind of an independent genesis, because I think there's enough difference between... Are you sure you want to retry? Well, yeah. I think there's enough difference between Atari's Pong and Magnavox's Pong to actually not warrant a lawsuit, but the way Ralph Baer's patent read... is any video game, pretty much, that was invented at that time had to pay a royalty to Ralph Baer. Darn it. It's going to take me forever to get back to him again. So I don't want to ride in his sights. If I get any boosts, all I gotta do is just stay ahead of him. I'm trying to think, is Traveler's Tales the one that did this one too? I know they did Wrath of Cortex, but I wasn't sure. I don't think they did this game too. Because Vivendi Universal hired someone else to do it at that point in time. reason why I ask is because I can see that mine thing, switching controls being one of those. Oh, that's a shortcut. If you're going quick enough, you can go through. Yep, and it drops you off here. There it is. When you get no ridiculousness in the controls, you can actually win there. Gotta get back to work. Oh, thanks, Mackenzie. I appreciate that. Appreciate you stopping by. It's funny that Roth Bear would later take the idea for an Atari handheld called Touch Me and create a little game called Simon. Yeah, there was a little tit for tat with them, wasn't it? There we go. We won against a race there. I think the graphics of this game still hold up better than on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. Even though this game is Vicarious Visions, that's the one that did this game. They were also doing all the Game Boy Advance games at this time too. This one's also 1 to 4 players if you have a multi-tap.
What is this? Gift from your world? Thank you. I am sorry. We actually copied your planet.
Yo-yos were so much bigger back then, weren't they? Back in like the early 2000s, late 90s, I remember yo-yos made like a huge comeback, and people were still paying like hundreds of dollars for yo-yos and things like that. Man, that is crazy to think of. How far we've been evolved.
You did well, but you're nowhere close to winning the circuit yet. On to the second world, Baron.
I'd say this game was really well. I think this game was really well thought out. There was some trickiness in the controls there. What were the actual reviews for this game though when it first came out? So your Vicarious Visions were the developers. Oh yeah, I forgot this came out for the Game Boy Advance as well. Let's see what the reception is here. Wow, Electronic Gaming Monthly back in the day gave it 5.6 out of 10. Eurogamer gave it 7 out of 10. Game Informer gave it 7 out of 10. Game Pro gave it 4.5 out of 5. So reviews were all over the place, but mixed to positive. Okay, divided out. The PS2 version was scored slightly less than the Xbox. Metacritic gives the Game Boy Advance the top score for this game. Yeah, 69 on Metacritic. I was just looking at that, Adrian. By the way, welcome to the stream if I haven't said hi to you yet. I'm just looking at the reviews for this thing. I don't remember getting this. Yeah, here's what it was. I remember seeing the reviews for official PlayStation Magazine. So, they said that they did everything they could to emulate the Naughty Dog classic. But they said they just added a coat of paint for the PS2. Like, what else did they need to do? I think a lot of people were just like, if you keep doing the same thing, only on a different console, well, that must be bad. But then somebody else mentioned earlier, Grand Theft Auto 5's coming out for its 3rd system. It's the same exact game. Who here is going to buy Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS5 at launch? I don't think I will. I didn't mind. So all of that loading just to load the next area. I really feel like they could have done a little bit better with that. Some fine tuning. But anyway, yeah, I got my fill of Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PlayStation 3. I played the heck out of it on there. I tried playing it again on PS4. A few years later, somebody got it for me, and I thought, okay, I liked it on the PS3. Maybe I'll play through it, but I couldn't get back into it. So the PS5 game here was Destruction All Stars. That game looks interesting, but the one I want is Ratchet and Clank. that would be a game that, if it's a launch title, I don't think it is. Sadly, I don't think it's going to be a launch title. That is a game I will live stream on here if I get a PlayStation 5, and I get that. Right now, it's not looking so good that I'm going to be able to get a PlayStation 5 at launch. I may have to wait a little bit. And I'm just assuming that the price is going to be astronomically more than everything else because they're not saying what it is. I'm feeling the heat off of my... If you see that, that's the slim PlayStation right here where my hand is going. So, the heat coming off of this is not actually too bad. I haven't heard the fan kick up. If anything, the only fan you guys will hear is on the is on my MacBook, because the fan didn't used to be loud when I streamed. Oh, I missed that. If I put the Wumpa crate any farther away, and make it more inconvenient to grab.
Make way for Earth's finest.
I think they really want me to use that team up feature, but I forgot how to use it, so I'm just playing as normal. I remember hearing somebody say something about that they were upset that people were doing DLC, and in response to that, they took the devil's advocate argument by basically saying, oh yes, I always expected games to always cost $60 and never increase. And it is kind of funny to me that... Ooh, that's weird. That game prices stayed the same from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4 despite production costs increasing a lot due to the fact that they had to create a lot more. Oh, okay, I just teamed up. So you have to press the back, the R2 button. Okay. That worked out. Sorry, I got kind of quiet there. Maybe GTA 5 should be ported to the Switch. So it can be portable. Yeah, I don't know. But after that, they should move on and make GTA 6 already. I think they're working on GTA 6. I just think that they're just going to milk all they can out of GTA 5. Why make a new game when the previous game is still making you so much money? Does anyone think they should make GTA 3 remastered instead? The only Ratchet and Clank you have is Ratchet Deadlocked on PS2. Oh, what a game to have. You're missing out. My favorite one on PlayStation 2 is Up Your Arsenal. That one is it gets pretty wacky at times. The storyline is great. Dr. Nefarious is great in that one. I mean, it's when Ratchet and Clank started hitting their stride. They hit it with humor. They got the weapons system down. Controls are really tight. That's my favorite. Ratchet Deadlocked was more meant to be a multiplayer experience, so it's not... I don't consider that like a full Ratchet and Clank game. I consider it like a spin-off.
After performing a slide boost, the boost gains
I was wondering when somebody's going to get that, but before I answer that question, let's see here. Use Waluigi. We will stop porting it when you stop buying it, Todd Howard. Yes, that's probably what he said.
in a row,
Kira Godzilla, welcome to the stream.
which will give
What new games are you looking forward to get in your video game collection? One of the games I just played was Herdy Gerdy. Not very fun. but I've been trying to get some Neo Geo games. I've got my eye on a couple that showed up in my area that are just a bit too high in price. They're not terrible, but I would rather see them go cheaper before I try to buy them. Because I'm still trying to get enough to actually do somewhat of a review on the Neo Geo. If not an ultimate review. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, there we go.
You must have...
Here we go. Next race, let's load. But yeah, I think, are you talking about brand new games or games I don't already have that are new to me? Because if that's the case, I did pick up a couple of TurboGrafx games, but nothing really spectacular. I got the, ever since I got the EverDrive for it, I've been okay with that. So Damon, your question, what did I think of the Xbox showcase? Whew. I think people went into that with higher expectations than I knew Microsoft was prepared to deliver. And I really, really think, to me, I think Xbox is getting ready to exit the hardware business. Sorry to all you Xbox fans out there, but this is exactly what I kept thinking Microsoft was going to go to begin with. Xbox is going to become a game service on PC and other platforms. That is my prediction. My evidence by that is, which is funny because if there's any complaint I have about the Xbox, is their lack of IPs. Their lack of original IPs. But that's my prediction, that after this hardware thing comes out, because basically the Xbox Series X is shaping up to be a gaming PC that's pre-built that you can buy. So I think, and just what they're doing with Xbox Games Pass going, something that they're doing with the Switch, that is my prediction. So now, that said, I really think that Xbox keeps putting themselves in the position to... They really keep putting themselves in the position to be humiliated in their things. They don't know what gamers want. They don't know what their audience base wants. I mean, that's why they keep getting so far off. So that's just my thing. I was not disappointed. I was bored. That's what I keep telling people, because I'm not the biggest fan of Xbox. Oh, what happened there?
Better luck next time.
So, yeah, not to kick them when they're down, but I really feel like that's why the Xbox showcase was the way that it was. I know there's comments coming in. I haven't been able to look away from the screen to see them, but I feel like you guys may be saying some of the same things I am, or saying, Tyler, you're completely wrong, or I hope not, or always just an Xbox hater. That's what I imagine the comments are right now. Oh, I just got ran over. There we go. Yeah, for someone who went into it with zero expectations, I mean, like I said, it didn't leave an impression on me. That game showcase they did, they barely showed gameplay, and like I said, it didn't make me a non-believer or a casual fan of Xbox. It didn't make me want to go up, yep, that's what I have to have for the next Xbox. I need to get another Xbox because I need to have this game. They were expecting Halo to do that, but then they barely showed the thing. 2014 Xbox E3 was like TV. Yeah, it reminded me a lot of the 2014 Xbox E3. You're right, when they showcased right before Sony just put the nail in their coffin for the Xbox One. They definitely didn't start out on a good foot. Always a PlayStation guy, but the new PS5 is a no for me. So what are you going to do in place for it? Are you just going to keep the PlayStation 4? Are you switching over to the Series X? Are you going to PC? Going more retro? Like, what's the alternative? Or are you just done with gaming? Because there are some people who are saying gaming died in the last generation. There's a lot of people who have shared that opinion with me. 2017 was like E3 4K, yeah. Or sorry, the 2017 E3 was like 4K, yeah. Concealing your rage. You're switching to Xbox, really? Was it because of the showcase? I'm not saying they don't have good things coming out. I really feel like what Microsoft wants is, I don't think they want the hardware business as much as they used to. I think they want a proprietary service that people have to go to for their games, and if they can make more money selling their IPs on someone else's hardware, I think they're going to do it. I really think that's where Xbox is heading. If things don't drastically turn around on the hardware market for them. If the PlayStation 5 just annihilates them this generation, who knows?
After a boost combo, the boost counter will appear. It will count.
Halo is not a next-gen game. Forza, however, well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the problem. Right now, Sony doesn't really have a clear and utter alternative that can, on even ground, compete with Halo. Even still to this day. It's been, ever since the PlayStation 2, they've been competing against Halo because they don't have a Halo for the PlayStation 2. They've had several contenders, but nothing serious and nothing original from PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 5 is big, yeah. And that's why I said, too, they're going more for, like, it kind of has to be, in a way. That's what I keep telling people. It needs to be bigger because the hardware chipset's going to be bigger. You need to be able to get more cores, more polygons, more teraflops, whatever the thing is. Do I have a C64 or a VIC-20? I have a working VIC-20. I have a C64 that does not power on. But I do have a C64 Mini. So I want to get the C64 replica that's full-sized. So sorry to do that. Let me see here. Microsoft annoyed me when they said no one wants VR. Kind of. I didn't actually hear them say that flat out. I didn't watch the whole press conference. I really just watched clips. Because I wasn't, as I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Xbox. I just really wanted to see what was out there. So, yeah, that's kind of my thing. Well, like I said, what they showed in that showcase, and maybe it was the media touting it to be something that it wasn't. And that happens all the time. So that led to disappointment. Like, maybe that was the media kind of sabotaging things. The video game reporters going up. It's the same thing with that Nintendo Direct. When Nintendo called it a Nintendo Direct Mini, I set my expectation as, oh, okay, nothing big here. It's just, here's an update because we don't really have much to share right now, so here's something for you to update. And all these, I don't want to say media reporters, but the people who cover these events were like, oh, how disappointing. They didn't show another Mario game. They didn't show huge Nintendo IPs. I'm like, dude, read between the fine lines. They said no. They said that wasn't going to be what this was. So yeah, like I said, it could just be a matter of that event was blown out of proportion. Because people are so starved and desperate for news. I think this whole culture around this disappointment of, you know, their disappointment of everything that's going on in the video game industry all stems from the fact that there was no E3 this year. Darn it. Sorry, I said darn it because I hit. And I think that not doing E3 this year has hurt the console launch season, because now we didn't get all of our gaming news at once. And the COVID closure of all these manufacturing plants and delaying of games and everything like that, it kind of threw everything out of whack. So I'm saying this year is kind of like an off year. Whether or not the consoles will still launch on time is, I actually don't know if that's going to happen. I'm setting my expectation for maybe they're going to wait it out another year and say, hey, we need more time to produce more units. Who knows? What I'm saying is that people don't need to be as melodramatic because, oh, they They didn't meet my expectations. I'm like, well, you need to set your expectations realistically. I do think it's kind of weird. I haven't seen much about... I mean, not that they can show much more of it, but... Like, Sony still hasn't shown a unit on stage sitting next to a person. They've just shown a 3D render and animation of what one was supposed to look like, so... I don't know how I did that. The person in front of me. I don't know, am I completely off base? Am I speaking to something that I don't know anything about, or people angrily starting to get their torches and pitchforks and heading for my place? There we go. Half-Life 3 for PSVR 2. Yeah, I'm not sure if VR is going to be as big going forward, because it's a novelty. I really think this next generation is going to do a huge leap for it. But my problem with VR is the same thing I have with all accessories. If you can't casually check your phone while you're playing a game, it ain't going to happen. It's the same reason why I said 3D is going to be a fad that disappears very quickly, because you have to put on special glasses, and then you have to put all of your attention on the movie. That ain't going to happen for casual viewers, so it has to appeal to all those people. Backwards compatibility is huge. We're still a year away from next gen, but that's the thing. So we'll have 8,000 360 games and OG Xbox to get through. Yeah, no kidding. I think that's a big selling point for the Xbox. That may be why I get one eventually at launch. I don't think I'm going to worry about it because I already own, me personally, I already own an Xbox One, the original. I own an OG Xbox. I own a 360 now, and I own an Xbox One, which is somewhat backwards compatible with the other two generations. So, like I said, I can just save my money, play it on those systems, and whatnot. Now, that said, I would really like to see PS5 go more backwards compatible than just the PS4. I know why they can't, but I don't understand why people have the expectation. Why can't Sony just backwards compatible with PlayStation 3? I still see that on forums, and every single time I just want to say, it's the processor. The PS3 is completely foreign to what they're using today, so it is very hard to emulate. Even the open source hacking community has yet to fully figure it out. We're getting there, but I don't think it's all the way in there. PS5 is PS4 compatibility. You don't have a PS4? Yeah, see, and that's the thing too. They're just trying to appease the people who had a PS4. Don't worry if you just bought a game 6 months ago. Backwards compatibility is really only a matter of the first few units through the door. That's kind of the attitude towards it. If you can get through the first year and you start building up a library of the next-gen titles, you're not going to want to play your old ones anymore. Man, the time is really flying, and I had another game I wanted to play. Maybe I'll still finish up with a different game that I was going to do after this. We actually got a lot of participation for an improv Sunday night stream. Something casual here. Tetris looked fun. Isn't that weird? The year is 2020 and Tetris is a game we're looking forward to. Ori looked fun. Psychonauts Jack Black looks really good. Then throw in a vague Sega announcement. I was thinking an interesting show. That's the thing. Some of that stuff was lost on me. It was all like, here's some things that may be coming. No release dates announced. That was something that bugged me with Sony's. A lot of them did not have release dates announced. And what really bugged me is they didn't have the price either. Where am I supposed to be going here? There it is. Baron Championship, eh? What the? You mean I have to drive through the exact center? It doesn't just suck me in? Adrian's got the right idea. He doesn't like in television. Second. Oh, yes, you are correct. The other reason... No, I don't mind in television games. Hate that controller. Hate is not a strong enough word for that controller. It makes the gameplay not fun. I also don't like the Xbox controller, but at least I can tolerate it. Yes, Adrian also has that. People are so excited for next generation. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for my Wii nunchuck to come in so you can play Samba de Amigo on the Wii. I think the Wii's making a comeback. It really is. Can you imagine that Nintendo comes out with a dock that can play Wii and Wii U discs, or maybe just Wii discs, and you can pair your Wii remote with your Switch and your of course. I hated this track too. I'm just gonna retry. Yep. That would be a surprise announcement nobody was expecting from Nintendo. Darn it, I missed it. Got him. That would be something nobody. I'm now thinking. I've been thinking through. Sorry, I've been quiet, but I've been thinking through that idea. That Nintendo announces surprise backwards compatibility. You can get a new dock for your Switch that plays old Wii titles with the Wii remote. How would? Hopefully, somebody at Nintendo gets a hold of that idea. I'm like, hey, is that something we can do? Upscale the old Wii titles into HD. That's even something that the Wii U had a hard time accomplishing. I guess the only thing that would be bad is that you wouldn't be able to play those games portably, so it would force you to play them on the TV, and I think that is not what the Switch is designed for in terms of Nintendo's philosophy at this moment. They're really going for the handheld, keep that market going. You guys remember when people used to be excited for like the next console announcements? I really feel like that excitement really went away. I don't know, like I said, if that's just another example of the times that we're living in. But I did feel a little bit, I did feel some sense of excitement. There were a couple of games in the Sony showcase that got me excited. Halo kind of got me excited on the Xbox, but I really did, I really felt like, especially on the Xbox One generation, I'm like, think about it. They're 3 consoles in. The only game that gets me excited for their consoles is the game that launched their very first system. And they just can't get away from it. Forza is good, but Gran Turismo is just as good for me, because I'm not that hardcore of a racing sim fan. But the new Forza did look awesome. I'll agree. I'll give you guys that. A Wii accessory for the Switch would sell like SMB2, but Nintendo would probably make it in really small quantities, like end up like the Amiibo at launch, or like remember the NES Classic, something like that. Yeah. Then people are like, oh, whatever happened to the idea of an N64 classic? Whew, starting to get tired here.
That's a first.
As someone who uses VR all the time, I can say it's not a fad. Well, I say it's. I don't want to say a fad. I say it's like a gimmick, and it's because 3D gaming was seen as a gimmick, and it's not as easy to play a VR game. It still requires extra setup. The only time I think VR will become when it can become ubiquitous, when you can just put on a headset and play VR and take it off without having to worry about hooking up cables, without having to worry about connecting it to your system, without having to worry about all the extra setup that goes through it. So I guess I didn't mean like a fad. I meant like a gimmick. But I'll definitely say too, and that's coming from someone who, for VR, that gives me motion sickness, so I can't play VR for as long as I can normal games, which is sad. And that's another thing too they got to worry about is people who just flat out won't be able to play VR because they have that issue. You're gonna buy all the Wii games. Oh geez, hopefully not. You know how many Wii games on there are not good? There's a ton of them. I own a few of them. You're gonna buy them that are probably gonna jump in price. Yep. I'm assuming that SMG is Super Mario Galaxy. I don't know why I bought this again. I had it for Nintendo Selects, and for some reason it bugged me. So I got the one that's not the Select series and bought it again. But the disc is not in good shape. I bought it at a video rental store for $1.99. So, looks like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Skyward Sword. Yeah, you should probably do that before. Yeah, Wii Sports. Don't rule out Wii Sports. What in the world is this? I have to get 9 trophies for that. Okay, that's the championship round. Oh yeah, I forgot too. Okay, a whole bunch of races there. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? That's 7 trophies. Wii Sports has jumped up in price a lot since the last time I saw it. It's funny because that is definitely not... You already have a Nintendo Selects Wii Sports? Okay. I think I have the case for it, but I don't have a disc for it. I got it at Goodwill, and they gave it to me for free because the game was missing. So that's how I got my case for Wii Sports. Oh, I'm so excited for that. That doesn't happen very often. Hey, Mr. Tamiya. Tamiya? I keep saying Tamiya, I think is what it is. Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? I guess I said that very quickly. How are you doing tonight? There we go. That's proper English. Doesn't sound like everything is running into each other. But I think it's hilarious Wii Sports ever went up in price because it is so readily available. It came with every Wii system, for crying out loud. I understand not everybody kept it, and there are a whole bunch of Wiis you can buy out there that are not equipped with Wii Sports. And I do agree that if you get a Wii, you should have it, but should it... I don't think it should ever have gone above $10, just because how frequent it is. You know, there's a lot of copies of Super Mario Bros. 3, but there's less than Wii Sports, and Super Mario Bros. 3 I would consider an essential. So, oh yeah, I forgot about this track. This track is cool in design, but it really messes with my perception. Okay. This is turning more into a crash stream than it was about Herdy Gerdy. Maybe I'll have to change the title card when we get done here. So I don't know, I guess I kind of talked it to death a little bit, but I think some of you might be on the same page, some of you might not, but I really think it all comes down to... I think it really comes down to what your preference was before this generation. I didn't really see anything from one generation or another to make you think, oh, you don't have to fire your shield in this one. Gosh darn it. I'm not doing very well on this track. There we go. Oh yes, thank you, Coco, for stealing my power-up. She's on the same team as me, and she still steals my power-up.
How's the view back there?
I'm on your six.
Oh, what in the world happened there? At least want to get third, even though I'm not gonna get the trophy for winning. Yeah, that wasn't gonna help me. Well, I got third. First time I didn't get first. Yeah, next to the map. I think I'll be done with this game. Server's not kind of annoyed right now. Many people don't know about VR. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's the thing too. I'm speaking from my perspective, having played it. I really think that in order to form much of an opinion on VR, you at least had to have played the VR in question. And just because you played a VR does not mean that you have played the VR. Does that make sense? Because each VR has its own different style, perspective, graphics capability, and display. So, yep, I think that's going to do it for Crash Team Racing. Really, I've only got one more game I plan to do, and that's because that's what I end each of my streams with. Wii Sports is the 4th most common game, more than we play. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, that's fine, Savage. If you keep talking about it, that's all right. At least I don't mind. If you see a whole bunch of other people who start getting mad at you in the chat, maybe tone it down a little bit. Would like to get into it, so carry on. Yeah, see, it's mostly, this is the place to share your passion. You're not going to get, hopefully you won't get discriminated here, at least not from me. Any of the Pokemons, much more than Mario and Duck Hunt. Yes, they sold like, what is it? It's one of the most popular selling games ever of all time ever. So that's what I'm saying. There's so many millions of copies of that game floating around. Why is it more than $10 a game? That's what I'm saying. All right, the next one's not sitting next to me because I was going to play a different racing game, but let's end the stream with one more game. Give me just a second. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Save game. Interesting. Haven't I been saving in between each one? You know what? Maybe that's one of the reasons why I stopped using this memory card. Sometimes it doesn't actually save to it. Okay, it did this time. Right, back. Quit. Yes. Here's another game I have not played on the PS2 since I've bought it. So wait till that finishes loading. I don't think I played this on here yet. The disc was still spinning, but doesn't look like it was doing much. Eventually this will lock up when it tries to load a demo. Still really like the PS2 Slim. And again, we have to see if the graphics on this one is any better than on the PS4. Here we go, last game of the stream. One that you all can play along with. Wheel of Fortune, yep. And the Wheel of Fortune. What Wheel of Fortune do we have tonight? This is the PlayStation 2 version by Atari. By Atari Games. Get that on here. It's kind of blocked on the thing. Yeah, look at that label. I forgot that, I don't know who it was, maybe Hasbro. Somebody bought out Atari Games at this time. And they also made Jeopardy, which I don't think I have that version of Jeopardy. But there's Alex Trebek without his mustache. Back as he appeared in the year 2003. What year was this? 2003. I was right on. Renderware. This was probably made at the most minimum expense ever. PS1 and PS and N64 have a lot of racing games. Yes, that is true. Okay. While this is loading, I'm going to...
Hi, folks. I'm Charlie O'Donnell. We'll get to our game in a second, but first we have a little business to take care of.
Okay. So while we're doing that, let's switch to my webcam. This game is one I was going to play, but I don't have enough time to do this and Wheel of Fortune. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. This is one of my favorites on PlayStation 2. One of my last favorite Need for Speed games. And that's why it's funny you mentioned that, because I'm like, oh, well, I was going to do another holdover from my favorite days of the PlayStation 1 N64 era. Too bad none of the N64 didn't have any Need for Speed games on it. Not that they could actually do it on there. Should we do a quick play? Contestant exam. That's interesting. It's got options here.
Exactly the way you
Response time, sound volume, vibration. You know what? The vibration on these kind of games annoy me because all it does is just let you know when your turn is. Okay, let's just do quick play. 2 players, no AI. Well, let's just go 1 player. That's interesting that it has a 2 players, no AI thing on here. It does say you can play it with 1 to 3 players, but does not say that you can play it with a multi-tap.
Mystery, intrigue, romance.
You have the first player PlayStation 2?
Here on Wheel of Fortune.
PS1 version? I do have the PS1 version, so maybe sometime we'll do that on here.
Thank you, Charlie. Welcome to
Man, this looks exactly like the Sega CD version in terms of its style. They have her badly blue screened into a very generically rendered background.
Let's take a look at our first category.
It's exactly what they did on the Sega CD. Alright, but before we get too far into it,
Player 1, over to you.
since you guys mentioned, I was going to say, I also have the first PlayStation 2 as well. There's a very interesting story about that. That's not what I'm streaming on. In fact, I keep that one in the box because that's my childhood PS2, and I only pull it out on special occasions. Let's go ahead and spin. Yeah, there's an interesting story about how we got that PS2. We got it a couple of weeks after it launched because my mom and my brother were looking for it non-stop for like 2 weeks. No S's?
Can't help
Wow.
you this time. Sorry. Player 2, you're up.
Am I playing against the computer? I think I am. Yeah, this isn't me. So we'll keep going. But that's nice that you were able to get one because the PlayStation 2 was hard to get for the first few weeks.
1, 2.
Atari went from king of video games to making Wheel of Fortune for PS2. I don't even think they made it. I think they just published it. And whoever had bought them out put Atari's name on it because they're like, oh, Atari Games. That'll probably sell some games.
4 H's in fact.
They were just using it like a brand name.
Oh, I'll spin, Vanna.
Yeah, you like the Wheel of Fortune? You have Wheel of Fortune on Game Boy? Oh, yeah, I forgot it is on the Game Boy. Someday I'm going to pull that out.
I'd like an F, please,
And the
Vanna.
Sega Mega Drive, yep.
Good guess.
We played the
We got
Mega
one
Drive
for you.
version, but I ended up liking the Sega CD version better. I'm sorry, it was the Genesis version, I guess. Actually, I don't think it came out for the Genesis. It may just be the Mega Drive version. I think it came out in the US. Tried to get it, but was sold out, yep.
An R. 2 of them is a matter
Oh, you
of
passed the
fact.
control on the next person? That makes sense. Yeah, why buy the multi-tap for this kind of multiplayer, right? Now, Jeopardy would be hard to do that way. What do you think in terms of graphics? Is this one... This one does look very similar to the...
This should help. There are 3
I like
of
the
them.
particle effects they have for the flames next to the board. It's like, let's go all out on rendering stuff on the PlayStation 2 for Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, come on now.
Oh, you don't have a Sega CD? Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say it's definitely worth it, but there are some good games on there. I would recommend one of those before Sega CD before that.
I'll buy Valor.
I should do a Halo 3 stream sometime. You know what? Sometime I should just hook up the Xbox One and start playing through all the Halos. See how far I can get in each one in one sitting. And then, so I'll start with Halo 1 Combat Evolved.
Honk thee and French horn.
Well, I didn't even get to do that. Honk and the French horn. Honk the and French horn.
You got it.
That's one of the worst puzzles I've seen on here so far. That is terrible.
That was a fun round. Let's
The only
see
system
how
you have it
everyone's
launched was the
doing.
original Wii. Oh my gosh. OXO, that is crazy.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
I said OXO, not Alexa. You can butt out.
It's time for the next puzzle. Want to see the category? Here goes.
Sure, why not?
Slogan.
There's a guy selling a Sega Genesis and the Sega CD for $180. Yeah, I know it's getting up there.
This round, there's a
I only
prize on the
paid
wheel. Charlie,
for my
tell us
Model
all
1
about
Sega Genesis and Sega CD. I think I paid $34.99 for it, and it came with a game and a controller and everything.
Diamond earrings. Limited edition jewels valued
Oh,
at
look at those nice fancy earrings.
$600.
Player 2, you're up.
Okay, still not my turn, I bet you. See, this is why I don't like playing against the computer, because now we're just watching it. I'm watching a game, I'm not even playing it. It means honk the horn and the French horn. Yeah,
Can I have
that's
an F?
that's
Nice move.
mind-bendingly annoying. Those puzzles where it's the same name. Sometimes they make sense, but sometimes it's like Jeopardy, where I'm like, how in the world do people
Okay,
get
come
that?
on now.
When they do those before and after kind of puzzles.
T. Unbelievable. There are 6.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to play this game. I'm just going to have to sit here. I may have to do a 2-player game with no AI, where I play as both players for me to actually play something.
I'll take A, P.
Yeah, having a Wii in 06 was like owning a Neo Geo. Yeah, those were unicorn. I didn't get my Wii until summer of 2007, and I still had to
I'll take an R, Vanna.
I still had to hunt for
Sir,
one for
we've
months
got one
before I
of
found it.
those.
Sorry. I'm getting tired, so my thought process is like breaking down. I guess S, and I get nothing.
Come on.
Player 2 just blazes through this like no other. If they get this puzzle before it even gets to me, I will restart the game and do no AI.
How about an N as
Could I
in
set up a
nanny?
character for chat?
Them,
What do you
as a
mean,
matter of
David?
fact.
Are you talking about having someone play with me, only do it in the chat?
I would like to buy a vowel, please.
I'd like an O.
Good guess. We've got one for you.
I really like having anyone guess on this stuff, so if it comes to my turn, that's why I said I like ending it so that you guys can participate a little bit in the game.
Nice move. There are 2 of them.
Slogan. All the news that's fit to print.
Okay, come on now.
I just saw the puzzle, and that's got to be what the slogan is.
How about an H?
There are 2 H's.
The computer just said it wants to take a pee. Oh,
I think I'll
we're
say
so mature.
See that big one? Can you give me a W?
Just the one W.
I'd like to spin. All right, give me a big one.
Yep.
I'd like an F.
A second player for
There's
chat
one in
guesses.
this puzzle.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know. The interesting thing is that we'll never get consistency in the chat, but I'm willing to try it out. Definitely.
I'd like a U, please, Vanna.
What?
No. Player 3, on to you.
I thought player 2 was going to get
I'll
it.
spin, Vanna. See some serious coinage here.
We may try that. Yep, all the news is fit to print. Yep.
Cake.
I did turn down the latency on this stream, but the chat doesn't always keep up with it, so
Player 1,
we'll see.
over to you.
Oh, am I getting a chance to play? You know what? Okay, there's double L's. I was going to say, there's almost no consonants left. If I get a bankrupt. Yeah, there's only one consonant left.
2 of them, as a matter of fact. That means that the rest of the letters are vowels. Buy or solve?
Yeah, it was literally no one could get them. Yep, you were right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it was so... I don't like the 3D lettering that they have going on there. Yep, you got it, Adrian.
You did it! Fantastic.
That's exactly like what it was in the Sega CD version, except for it loads a lot quicker. I will say that.
Follow-up question.
Oh, that's the New York Times, isn't it?
That's it! Great!
As I said, that's how I knew the...
Before we move to the next round, let's check out our cash totals so far.
Okay, so player 2 may still win. We'll see. Good game.
Okay, here comes the next round.
Vanna's not as excited as she was in the
Everybody
first
ready?
game.
Time for the jackpot round. We'll put the jackpot space on the wheel for you. Good luck.
Look at that full DVD quality video
Let's
going
take a
on
look
there.
at our last category. Classic TV.
Classic TV. Oh, that should be one that I
The
should get.
wheel's got a surprise on it this round. Good luck.
Is it a TV show or is it a
Player 3,
TV
on to
term, TV phrase?
I'll spin the wheel.
Player 3 is going to get all the consonants. I'm not going to be able to guess.
Vanna, I'll try a T.
Good. 2 T's.
Okay.
I'd like to spin, please. H is in house.
Nice move. There are 2 of them.
What was this? H is in what, did you say?
I'm
Something,
gonna spin.
something. You're getting it. I don't know why it looks a lot younger in this game. Yeah, this game is from
God.
17 years ago, so yep.
That's a shame. Sorry, you lose a turn. Player 1, over to you.
I wonder if it's a... Oh, I know it. I know the puzzle. I definitely know the puzzle. Let's see if you guys can get it in the chat. I won't give it away this time. But I'm gonna guess a letter. Yep, I know the puzzle. The only reason why I knew it is because, well, it's something that's personal to me. Don't go bankrupt. Don't go bankrupt. Say I only got 2 spins out of this.
2 of them, as a matter of fact.
Anybody else got it yet? It is a classic TV show. Yes, it is the Something Show. You're on the right track. Oh, I got a prize.
Good guess. There are 3. Here you
Oh, I should have saved that.
The prize is yours.
I'll give you a hint. There's a lot of vowels. Yes. You got it, Damon. The Mary Tyler, but do you know the other name? I'm going to go and solve. Just because I know player 2 was aching to get me earlier. The reason why I knew it is because I got the word Tyler very quickly. Mary Tyler Moore Show. I remember Nickelodeon used to play that late at night, so after my cartoons, whenever I would watch the what eventually became TV Land. The Mary Player 1 show, Moore Show, yes. That's what I should have named it.
Let's see how everybody's doing after this round.
Alright, hopefully I'm kicking player 2's butt by now. How much was that prize worth? Oh yeah! Looks like we're going to the final round. You were close. Yep. See, that's the thing too, because I really don't want to take the chance and not make it to the bonus round.
Is our big winner, player 1.
She knows my name.
Welcome to the bonus round. There's some great prizes behind those cards. Just pick one, and good luck.
Oh, okay, we're in the final round. Always go with the middle.
Place.
Now here's the thing where I'm going to need your help pretty quickly.
Here are the letters R-S-T-L-N-E. Now pick 3 more consonants and a vowel.
Oh gosh. Anybody know what it is? Oh, I think I know it. Yeah, I would have thought London before that too. Cancun? Does that sound right? Can I get more than one guess? Canyon. Really?
Oh, that's too bad. But you still finished first. Congratulations.
Canyon? Yeah. That is a place I would not want to be. Canyon, are you kidding me? Anyway, 15 grand. I'll take that in small bills, please. Where do I get this out of here? We could try what was suggested earlier. We can do the chat with player 2. Keeping in mind that there is a yeah, that's what I was like. I thought it was a place. Cancun fit in there. In the real game, they let you have multiple guesses. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it for another one. Oops, I got texts out the yin yang. Hang on here. Oh, geez. Somebody sent me a novella. I'll do one more here. We're going to do 2 players. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep with no AI. Let's try that so that we can each keep 15K in dimes, please. During a coin shortage, Adrian? Are you kidding me? And I'm saying that facetiously. I don't know if the coin shortage is really a thing or not. I'm not an authority to say that. Oh, we have a new set.
Here on Wheel of Fortune. Here to get us started, Vanna White.
Thank you, Charlie. Welcome to Wheel of Fortune, everyone.
It's like they didn't get the rights to
get to
everything
our
like
game.
the new version has. I forgot who
Let's
made the
take
new
a look
version.
at
I actually
our
still have the
first
game
category.
down here.
Occupation.
The newest version of Wheel of Fortune is made by Ubisoft. So that's the...
Player one.
This is the PS4 version. I never did take it away from down here. Alright. Let's go ahead and spin. We'll do this all together. We're not going to be competing or anything. So if you guys have any letter suggestions, put them in the chat, and I will guess them. If not, you're just going to go off of my guess. Keeping in mind there is a latency, so if I don't choose your letter the first time, or if we get a whole bunch of letters, I'm just going to pick one at random. Yeah, 52 seconds as of this point. Not seeing anything put in the chat. I don't like this keyboard. I really don't. Which weird is that the graphics are stretched and warped a little bit because I'm doing this from composite to HDMI and the adapter automatically fills the screen. But it doesn't really look that different. You know what? I might go with Adrian's suggestion here where it says 15K. The Wheel of Fortune and the North Pole. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah. Christmas in July. No
Can't
L?
help you this time. Sorry.
Player 2, you're up.
Alright.
Yes, 2. Hope they help.
That was my second guess. Playing games right now and watching. You're bad at Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's fine. 15K in dimes would weigh 375 kilograms. That is a lot.
This should help. There are 3 of them.
There we go. Now we're getting something here. An occupation. Well, I know the second word already, actually. Go for T. I can say the second word does not contain a T. But I'll try T.
Nice move. There are 2 of them.
2 of them. I'm pretty sure I know the second word. Got any other suggestions, Adrian? Got for 900. 375 kilos is 826 pounds. That is insane. I don't think most people in the world could even move that.
Good guess. We've got one for you.
I don't... Oh, no. The second word is not what I thought it was. Okay, I'll try D next. That came in right after I selected it, just to give you an idea of the delay. No idea on this one. I thought the second word was surgeon. I thought it was going to be something surgeon. Oh no, player 2, you lost a turn. I don't have an idea now. I thought I knew it. I thought it was going to be something like micro whatever
Player
surgeon.
1, over to you.
I know there's going to be a TION on it. You know what? Since second player has all the money, I'm going to go ahead and guess Z. Chill face community. Or community. Ah, construction. I like that idea. I'm going to go with a Z. Just because I don't want... I'm not going to do this join today.
Buy, spin, or solve, player 2.
Let's see what we got going on here. There we go with D. That was the last letter I remember seeing. No D's on this one.
No.
I like where you're going with the construction worker. I'll go ahead and start with construction. But what's the second one? Construction mobster? Construction union delegate?
Yes, 2. Hope they help.
Okay, so that's all the consonants in the first word. Ah, Foreman. Let's try that theory out, Damon. There we go, 800.
We've got 1 F in this puzzle.
Good job. That's why I said it's your dimes, please. Right now we only have 1,800, so how many is that in dimes? That would be 18,000 in dimes, and how much weight is that? Take the weight, multiply by 0, and that's what you get. Can I do a horror game live stream? I guess I'm not opposed to it, but I will say that survival horror games are not my favorite.
1 M for you. Yes.
As I say, that should be the last consonant.
That means the
So,
letters are vowels.
like the closest I would probably get would be like I don't do a lot of M-rated streaming, so that's another thing too. So not that I'm opposed to it, but I will say that I'll have to go through some other things before I consider it. Another thing too, because I actually have hearing loss in one of my ears, a lot of the jump scares don't work on me. So that's why I think it might be, and there'll be sometimes where the visual things will actually scare me more.
Fantastic.
45 kilos. Multiply that by 0, what do you get?
That's the end of this round. Let's take a look at the scores.
Because that's how much the game gives me. Wow, I did better against the
Let's
computer.
move on to the next round. And another challenging puzzle.
Little Nightmares is a good horror platformer. It's rated T
Let's
for
see what
teen.
our
Yeah, I was gonna say
category
not
is
all of
this
them are,
time.
but like I said, it's that would be a modern game more or less, right? And what system is that out for? Is that a mobile game or is that a horror platformer?
Charlie, tell us.
Okay, now you have me intrigued. Horror survival, third person, or
Oh, Canada.
oh, what is this? Hang
Get
on.
ready for an all-expense-paid winter vacation to Ottawa, the lovely and historic
We got a trip here,
Canadian
and I don't know what
to
this
enjoy
is.
the annual
Where did they say
Winter
this is?
Festival, a $4,550 value.
I missed it.
Player
Well, I
two,
guess we'll just have to
you're
win the trip then, won't we? I am intrigued by the horror platformer concept. Again, any guesses on letters, put them in the chat and I will guess at my leisure. It's kind of funny, I'm getting the most viewers out of this is when I moved over to Wheel of Fortune. The golf game started getting more viewers too. Herdy Gerdy was kind of a bust. No S. See, and I guess that every time I get a first letter.
Player 1, over to you.
Alright. I feel like I'm going to sneeze at any point in time here. So, some tissues. No, I don't feel like I'm going to sneeze. Ah. Okay. Keep out for in case I have to sneeze again.
Yes, sir, we've got one of those.
Every now and again, the processor fan on my MacBook just keeps kicking up high, and that usually doesn't happen during the streams. Person. Snowman of the winter. I have no idea. I'm just putting out there. Well, Nightmares is on Switch, Xbox One, PS4. Oh, so it's on everything. Sneaking around enemies. Okay, so more stealth as well. Yeah.
Player 2, you're up.
Like I said, not opposed to looking it up. Did I go bankrupt? I didn't even see that. I'm like, wait, how can I guess a letter? So yeah, we covered a lot today because there hasn't been a lot of news except for, of course, the Xbox showcase. When's the next like big event? And the Nintendo showcase. I guess nobody asked about it, but we did talk about it a little bit.
One in this puzzle.
It's still not proved me wrong on the snowman. Told you that sneeze was coming. Dang seasonal allergies. Oh, big money, big money. Little Nightmares 2 is also coming. Probably to the PS5 and everything. Well, let's do one that we know.
Nice move. There are 2 of them.
Oh, we got $5,000 on that one.
That's a lot of dough.
Alright, so Snowman is not in there. It could be in the. As long as we don't get bankrupt again. For upcoming video game events, my nunchuck should come this week. Oh yeah. You know, if I was doing stuff on my Wii again, I would try to do something with Wii Sports Resort.
Player 1, over to you.
I really like having all of my games loaded up on a hard drive, though, so I don't have to keep going and grabbing the discs. I keep all my Wii games upstairs now because my Wii U is what I usually play those games on now. And I use my Wii down here mainly for GameCube games.
Yes, 2. Hope they help.
What game do I have the most hours on? In terms of all time or just recently? Because this year I can tell you it's Animal Crossing. And that's mainly because it's a casual... You know what? I haven't bought any vowels yet. Let's go ahead and do that.
Yes, 1 each. Show us where.
Just one.
Good guess. We've got one for you.
Okay, it's not in. So it's got to be of.
Uh-huh. 2 O's.
Interesting. All time? Oh gosh. So the problem is not all games keep track of how many hours you had in it. Grand Theft Auto 5 I played a lot of. Elder Scrolls Oblivion I played a lot of. Skyrim, maybe not as much as that. I mean, it just depends on the time frame I had. Age of Empires I played a lot on PC. Doom I play that at least once a year, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you go by how many times I played a game, Doom and Super Mario Bros. 3 have got to both be up there. I'm not sure which one I want to go with. Already guessed T.
Yes, sir. We've got one of those.
Huh. Person. Okay. You were getting me on the right track. For you, it's Team Fortress 2. Okay. So that one would do it. I was going to say, too, like Rainbow Six Siege, I got into that for a while. Rocket League, I got in for a while. All these games that I'm telling you, I can guarantee you I have at least 50 hours in. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I would consider a game I got into. Final Fantasy VIII, I've played through twice. I played through Final Fantasy VII 3 or 4 times. And each time, that's about 40 hours each, so...
Good guess. We've got one for you.
Well, let's go ahead and solve. You got it. Damon helped me out on that one. Yeah, Rockstar's going to add new DLCs for Grand Theft Auto 5 games soon. Oh, of course.
You did it.
And I think they said
Player
that
One.
for the first so many days of the PS5's life cycle, it's going to come with all the DLC
Let's
that
see
ever
how
came out,
everybody's doing
including
after
all the
this
new
round.
stuff. So, I mean, I guess that's something. I thought we had $5,000 at some point, didn't we? Did we go bankrupt?
It's time for the next puzzle. Coming right up, the jackpot round. We're going to add the jackpot to the wheel right now. Let's take a look at our last category.
Bing.
That is a great
Keep your eyes open
clue
for the surprise
as to what
on
this is
the
going to be.
wheel.
Oh, it's a thing. I got the polar bear moves there.
Player one.
Can you imagine if they brought a live polar bear on set and sat it right next to Vanna White? The feeling we'd see a reenactment of the Revenant on there. 885 hours on that game. See, I don't know. I know I've had some games where I had absolutely, like, probably over 200 hours in it. But
There's one in this
885
puzzle.
hours on the same game, I don't know if I've ever had that.
Hey, well done.
If you combine all the times I played Mario Kart, probably. If you had all the Mario Karts together. I don't know. I have ADHD or something because I can't spend that long on a single task. 885 hours. That's why on stream I never play through the same game through the entire stream. Not usually, anyway. Has to be a special occasion for that, and I'll switch games and go between that. I guess it
Good.
kind of fits my personality and how I game. Ever met one of my viewers in real life, Savage? I have not. That's why I said that's one of the reasons why I like starting this channel, is because, you know, there's not a lot of people around me that share the same passion that everyone has for video games. So, I guess I'll take that back. Back when I was just starting out, last summer I met someone who watched me. I met him in Springfield, Illinois, when I was out shopping for through all those video rental stores for Wii titles. Probably wasn't last summer, probably closer to last fall. Wow, I'm doing very good and I'm not paying attention, so... Oh, I already know what the puzzle is. Anybody got it yet? Well, cousin got you into the game. He has a little over 2,000 hours in it. See, that's the thing. Back when I was a kid, if I was playing a game, a modern game when I was a kid, I probably could have got 2,000 hours in it. Problem is, as an adult, you don't have the time. And I have a huge backlog of games, so that's what's prohibiting me from getting so many hours into a single game these days. But, and I mean, it's because I have other responsibilities. I have a whole bunch of games that I want to play, so to experience as many games as possible, unless it really hooks my attention, I'm going to play a whole bunch of different games. I've already going to have one PlayStation 5 per household, so hang on a second. I'll finish that comment in just a second. I just need to press my letter.
Good guess. We've got one for you.
Hopefully people got it now. Roller Coaster, Damon's got it.
That means that the rest of the
You've read that you only have one PlayStation 5 per household, so if any of your brothers buy it, then you can't have one too. Really? That is interesting. Yeah, Nintendo Switch started out that way, didn't it? I mean, that's the thing. Just don't buy physical media. I'm sorry, digital media. Buy physical media, not digital media. And that way you can just swap games. You know, buy two different games. That's what, well, I was going to say, my brother and I had to share one console. Just imagine that, back in my day. That's partially the reason why I like retro gaming. Because my brothers were always done with the old stuff, and I didn't have to fight with them to play the new stuff. I'm like, I'll just play the old stuff. That way I'm still playing a game.
That was a fun round. Let's see how everyone's doing.
Okay, now we finally got some money on the board. Hopefully we do better in the final round than we did last time.
What a terrific game. Congratulations, everyone. The bonus round is coming up for our top money winner, Player One. let's get ready for the bonus round. If you'll just pick a card, we'll see if we can't get you the prize behind it.
Last time I picked the middle, this time I'm going to pick the end.
Bing.
Of course.
We'll show you any of the letters R, S, T, L, N, or E that are in the puzzle. Okay,
Yep.
now I need 3 more consonants.
My brother and I
a
fought over the
vowel.
PlayStation. My brother would monopolize the PlayStation 1 because we didn't have a memory card at first, so he would always... Yeah, she really likes my name. That's exactly right, OXO. Yeah, she didn't respond this time. Well... Wow, that was no help at all. Anybody's got it. You must Pat say, Jack. I have no clue. Must be a lot of vowels. I can pass. I have no idea. No idea. Pacifier.
No,
Oh, of
that's not it.
course.
Sorry, but you're still the big winner for the day. Congratulations.
Well, we didn't get any of the final puzzles, but we got through 2 games. I didn't like the CPU because the CPU would just start blazing through it.
Thanks again.
But I think that's going to do it for me tonight on this improv stream. How long did we go for? Oh, we were about 3 hours.
You had fun.
So I do plan to stream on Tuesday, and this Thursday it looks like the Sega 32X review will be completed. So I've only got one more part to go. I'm just going to play the rest of the games that I own. So it's kind of where we're at here. Whew. I had some fun tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I mean, like I said, the whole thing started. Let's go back and review all the games that we actually did. We started with Herdy Gerdy, which is what prompted this stream. It's a funny name for a mediocre third-person 3D platformer in the style of, I think what they were aiming for was probably like Banjo-Kazooie and Rare. So that one was okay. We did Disney Golf, which is like Mario Golf, only easier for little kids. We did Hot Shots Golf, which I may have to play the other one for it, because I do like Hot Shots Golf. It says True Physics, True Golf Fun. But it didn't have the play scheme that I really care for that the new games have. We played Crash Nitro Kart, probably the longest, didn't we? Or didn't I? And then Wheel of Fortune for the PlayStation 2 ended up our stream. So, yeah. It was a lot of fun. If you guys have anything else for me, now's the time to say it as I'm starting to get packed up here. As I said, Ultimate 32, Sega 32X review coming out. Tuesday, I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure I'll be back to streaming the TurboGrafx. I haven't really decided yet. So look for the notification for me streaming on Tuesday coming out. Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time will be when I start, just like usual. Unless something insane happens. I know it's been really busy at work the last week or so, if anything, I may delay the stream an hour, but I'll still stream no matter what. Whenever I have time, that's when I do that. But yeah, I do want to thank everyone who did tune in to watch. Like I said, if people didn't watch, I probably wouldn't have streamed for as long, but it seemed like you guys were willing to chill out with me for a little while, so I do appreciate that. Damon was here for most of the time. Jimmy was here for most of the time. OXO, you're always around. Savage Duck, thanks for coming in. Mr. Tamia, hopefully you have a great night again, sir. Adrian, thanks for joining us. Go through the list here, making sure I may miss someone. There were some people who started at the beginning. Retro Gamer was here earlier. Julius, thanks for coming in. Mackenzie Peters, thanks for stopping by even though you had to work. And I think I got most everyone. Italian stopped in at the very beginning. Jimmy, you were here at the very beginning, so have a great night, everyone. I will see you all next Tuesday. I'm sorry, not next Tuesday, this Tuesday.